HD 97.7.2, WZZN-FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN. It's time for Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Play ball! Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, Owens Home Appliance, Bill Penny Toyota, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. Now, let's head to the ballpark with the voice of the Trash Pandas, Josh Carey.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone. Hi, Josh Carey with you, joined alongside Chris Harris. And back at Mission Command running the boards tonight is Brody Hogan as we get ready for first pitch this evening. It's Game 4 of a 6-game series between the Rocket City Trash Pandas and the Columbus Clingstones, as Rocket City going to try to even this series up at 2 games apiece after losing 2 of the first 3, including last night, by the final score of 5-3. With that loss, Rocket City fell to 27-26 on the season. They're now a game and a half back of Chattanooga for first place in the Southern League's Northern Division. They also fell into a second-place tie with Knoxville. So let's go ahead and take you through what happened in last night's ball game. It started as a scoreless affair through the first 4 innings of the ball game. Nate Sneed got the ball for Rocket City, and he got off to a solid start. 4 shutout innings, 3 hits through those first 4 innings. He was matched, though, by Herrick Hernandez of the Clingstones. He also went 4 scoreless frames, allowing a hit, walking 2, and striking out 5. It wasn't until the top of the 5th inning when the Clingstones would take control of the game as they plated 4 runs against Sneed. There was a leadoff single by Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. He would move to third on a double by Drew Compton. With 2 men on and no one out, Ambioris Tavares would ground out to the first baseman Ben Goebel for out number 1. But against the drawn-in infield, it was Patrick Clohizzi who slapped a single into left field. That would score Kilpatrick from third. Moving second, third was Compton, and that gave the Clingstones a 1-0 lead. Luke Waddell would follow. He would rip a single, scoring Drew Compton to make it 2-0. And on the play, moving from first to third was Clohizzi, and moving to second on the throw to third was Waddell. 2 runs were in. David McCabe would come up next. He would roll the ball to the first baseman, Ben Goebel. The ball would hit off of Goebel's glove. He did get the out. Actually, it was Goebel who tried to come to the plate to get the out on Clohizzi, but the throw was late as Clohizzi beat the wrap. That would make it a 3-0 ball game. Moving to third was Waddell, and then Waddell would finally score on an RBI single by Jordan Groshans. That would make it a 4-0 ball game as we were halfway through the game, and unfortunately for the Trash Pandas, they could never recover. They would get a run back in the 6th inning. Leadoff walk to Alberto Rios. He would go to second on a single by Kyron Paris. A double play ball by Rowdy Rodriguez erased Paris, but it moved Rios to third with 2 away, and that's when Nick Rodriguez came through with an RBI single into left. That would make it a 4-1 ball game. Clingstones would get that run back, however, in the top of the 7th inning. 2 outs, no one on base. It was Leonard Garcia, it was Lucas Malstead who came on to pitch, and the first man he faced was Adam Zabrowski, who was just promoted to AAA earlier today by the Braves. He would rip a solo home run over the right center field wall for his 7th home run of the season, RBI number 14, and that would make it a 5-1 ball game. Trash Pandas would come back with 2 runs in the 7th inning to make it close. With 1 out, Harold Cole would double. He would score on an RBI single by Tucker Flint. Flint would move to second on a sacrifice bunt by Mac McCroskey, who would reach first on a throwing error, by the way, by the relief pitcher Samuel Strickland. With 2 men on and 1 man out, Alberto Rios would draw a walk to load the bases with 1 out. From there, Kyron Paris would loft a sacrifice fly to right, scoring Flint from third. Moving second to third on the play was Matt McCroskey. However, an ill-advised move by Alberto Rios. He tried to tag up at first and advance to second base. He was thrown out on the play, 9-3-4, and that ended the inning for Rocket City. That would really be the last time they would threaten. They went 1-2-3 in the 8th inning, did Rocket City. Then in the 9th, they got a 1-out double by Cole, but back-to-back strikeouts of Tucker Flint and Mac McCroskey by closer Luis Vargas ended the ball game as, again, Columbus won the game by the final of 5-3. Here were your totals for the Clingstones: 5 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 7 on base. For Rocket City, 3 runs, 6 hits, no error. No errors. They left 5. Shea Shanaman got the win in relief to move to 3-3. 2 innings, 2 hits, a run. It was earned, 1 walk and 1 strikeout. Nate Snead suffered the loss. He fell to 0-2, 4 1/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs, all of them earned. He walked none, struck out 4. He's 0-2 on the campaign. And Luis Vargas with his second save of the season. He tossed a scoreless 9th inning, gave up a hit, walked none, and struck out 2. The time of game was 2 hours and 26 minutes, and the attendance 3,743. Again, Columbus over Rocket City last night by the final of 5-3. There's a look at what happened in last night's ballgame. We'll take a break here on the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll take a look at scores and standings from around the Southern League. That's all coming up right after this as you listen to Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Back here at Toyota Field, Josh Carey with you, and back at Mission Command running the boards is John Abraham, still getting ready for first pitch tonight between Rocket City and Columbus. Let's go ahead and take you through the scoreboard last night from around the Southern League. We had a doubleheader down in Biloxi. Big doubleheader between the Shuckers and the Biscuits. In Game 1, it was Biloxi doubling up Montgomery by the score of 4-2. However, Montgomery came back in the second game and won by the final 4-3, so both teams are back to where they started before yesterday's twin bill. Meanwhile, in Knoxville, it was the Smokies getting their first win of the week over Birmingham. Final there was 6-2, and then the big one, it was Chattanooga nipping Pensacola down in Florida. Final of that one was 2-1, and that completes the scoreboard. So here's a look at the standings as we enter play today. Chattanooga, like I mentioned, a game and a half up on both Knoxville and Rocket City. The Lookouts are 29-25. Meanwhile, the Smokies and Trash Pandas are both 27-26. Birmingham brings up the rear at 21-32. They are 7.5 games out. Meanwhile, in the South, because of that doubleheader split, Montgomery, they remain a half game in front of Biloxi. The Biscuits are 28-24. Shuckers are 27-24, but they've won 7 of 10, and again, they're only a half game off the pace. Keeping pace, meanwhile, was Pensacola. They are 27-27 on the year. They are 2 games back, and Columbus still hanging around. They are 3 games back. They are 25-27 after last night's win over Rocket City. So there's a look at the scores and the standings from around the Southern League. We're going to go ahead and take our final break on the pregame show, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups and first pitch of tonight's game between the Trash Pandas and the Clingstones. That's all coming up right after this as you listen to Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at CrestwoodMedCenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Valley Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Valley Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
And welcome back to Toyota Field, everyone. Josh Carey joined alongside Chris Harris, and back in Mission Command running the boards is John Abraham as we are ready for Game 3 of 6 this week between Rocket City and Columbus. Trash Pandas in need of a win. They've lost 2 of their first 3 games of this series, but Chris, tonight they're going to turn to their ace in Joel Hurtado.
Yeah, Joel Hurtado has been fantastic. Over his last 6 games, he's 4-0 with an ERA of 1.09. That was after an ERA close to 6 in his first 5 starts. Finished the month of May with the second-best earned run average in all of AA baseball. So we're starting to see that Hurtado that we saw last season. He faced these guys one time last year. It was his second outing after coming back off of the load management that he had in the middle of last season. It was 2 scoreless innings, so he's facing a team. He really hasn't these guys haven't seen him very much in the way he's throwing the baseball. One of the things with Hurtado, we know he gets a ton of ground balls. That's the key to his success, is generating those ground balls. But he's adding up the strikeouts, too. Those last 6 starts, 28 strikeouts to only 6 walks. So he's getting a lot of swing and misses, too, which is scary for the opposition.
We'll see how he does tonight as he faces a Clingstones team that so far offensively they have put together 33 hits for the series. And again, they'll go against Hurtado tonight. Rocket City looking to even up this series at 2 games apiece. We also want to welcome those of you who are watching on Waymore 31.6 television, our TV partner for the season. Here's a look at the Clingstones lineup. They are 25-27 on the season, and don't forget about them. They're only 3 games back in the Southern Division. It'll be Patrick Clohizzi leading things off. He's out in center field, the owner of 5 hits already in this series. Luke Waddell will hit second and play short. David McCabe, the 3-man, he will play first base. He is 6 of 13 for the series. Jordan Groshans will back cleanup and play third. Archer Brookman will hit 5th. He's going to do the catching. Logan Brownschway will bat 6th. He's out in left field. Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. will hit 7th. He's in right. Batting 8th is the designated hitter, Drew Compton. And batting 9th is Ambarice Tavares. He will play second base. The defense for the Trash Pandas, left to right, Flint, Rowdy Rodriguez, and Calabrese. Third to first, Cole, Paris, Nick Rodriguez, and Goebel. Behind the plate, DeRazio, and on the hill is Joel Hurtado. Again, he's been great. 4-1, a 2.89 ERA. Trash Pandas are on the field. We are ready for the national anthem this evening, which will be performed by Decatur, Alabama native Coretta House. That was Coretta House with tonight's national anthem. Lovely job by her. She's out of Decatur, Alabama. And she will make her way off the field along with everyone else. And we are moments away from action. Rocket City and Columbus in Game 4 of 6 this week. Your umpiring crew for tonight's game, behind the play calling the balls and strikes, is Jalen Goodman. He'll be the crew chief. At first is Davion Fry. And your third base umpire will be Michael Cross. For the Trash Pandas, they're going to be in the blue halo tops this morning, as is the Friday custom. Across the front of the jersey is white lettering. It says Rocket City in capital letters, small white numeral on the left hip, large white numeral on the back, white breeches, a halo blue cap, and the intertwined RC white emblem in the middle. As for the Clingstones, they're going to change it up tonight. Gray tops, gray bottoms. It says Clingstones in black cursive lettering across the front. Actually, it's going to be peach lettering across the front in cursive with black trim, a capital C, lowercase, everything else. They'll have a small peach number on the left hip, a large black numeral on the back with peach trim, and they're also going to wear the all-black cap with the fat peach man in the middle as well. So Hurtado going through his warm-up pitches, and we'll be ready to go in just a moment. For Hohel, coming off another tremendous performance last week against Montgomery. In that ball game, he got a no decision in what wound up being a 5-3 Rocket City win. That was last Friday. That was the rain game where Kyron Paris came through with a big 2-run single in the ninth inning. But in that contest, he went 5 2/3, did Hurtado, 8 hits, 3 runs, only one of which was earned. He struck out 5, walked none, did give up 2 homers, so keep that in mind. But again, he pitched very well, wound up with a no decision as Rocket City won that game 5-3. In fact, he has not lost since April the 16th. In his last 7 outings, he has 4 wins and 3 no decisions. So he has been very, very good. Easily one of the top arms in the Southern League.
He's been really good. And, you know, you look at his stuff, and I think everybody kind of knows his stuff by now, but features that fastball, a sinking fastball, mid to upper 90s. He can touch 100 if he wanted to, plus everything has that downward movement, especially that gyro slider.
So Hurtado peers in against Clohizzi, 253, 3 homers, 20 driven in. First pitch, slap caught at third by Cole. That one was a rocket shot off the bat by Clohizzi, but reaching to his left and snaring the ball with the backhand was Harold Cole. Great play by him. 1 pitch, 1 out, as the first pitch is at 6:37.
He was playing in, too, over there at third. You don't expect many times for that leadoff man to swing at the first pitch of the game, but well done, Harold Cole.
Here's Luke Waddell, right on left, first pitch. Fastball will miss inside. It's 1-0 to the shortstop, who's hitting .227 with 3 homers, 26 driven in. Rocket City's done a nice job on him. He's only 1 of 14 for the series. They'll set up away, playing even with the bag, off the line at third. Cole, the 1-0. Fastball, there's a strike. And it goes to 1-1. That one actually may have been a tick high. So Rocket City playing here, and again, Knoxville taking on Birmingham this evening. Chattanooga is at Pensacola. We'll keep an eye on both games. 1-1. Now a miss high, a changeup. 2-1. One roster move by the Angels today involving the Trash Pandas, and this one was a little disappointing because it happened to a really good guy, but given his unconditional release was Efren Contreras, who had actually pitched pretty well, but not enough room on the roster, and they had to make a change to the Angels as the pitch is fouled away. 2-2. I know you and I really enjoyed getting to know him. Hopefully he'll get a chance somewhere else.
There's lots of things that go into that decision that we have no idea about, but both of us, we had great interactions.
Fastball missing high and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Rocket City right now 1 man down on the roster. We'll see if they make a move before the weekend is out. Waddell digs back in. Hurtado, 3-2 pitch. Fastball swung and missed. He just challenged him. Threw it high and out of the zone, and Waddell tipped it into the mid of DeRazio. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Hurtado. Out number 2 in the first inning for David McCabe.
Yeah, that was a fastball. How about this? 97 from Hurtado. That was just, hey, Luke Waddell, see if you can catch up to it. He got a piece, but held on to by the backstopper.
So here's McCabe, 266, 12 dingers, 36 RBI. First pitch. And that is called a strike. Caught the upper inside corner, a slider. It's 0-1 on McCabe, who's had a very good series, 6 of 13, including a home run. By the way, 81 degrees at first pitch. Here's the 0-1, and did he go around? They appeal, and They say he didn't, as that was a changeup down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike, mostly clear skies. Got a couple of thin clouds above, but the wind is drifting out toward left. Starting to get a little more humid now. We had some paradise the last few days. Hurtado winds up. Here's the 1-1. Swung on, ripped down the right field line. That will tail foul, though.
Oh.
Onto the berm. Look out, kids.
Nice.
A nice play made by a fan. That guy from Warrior, Alabama. As it's out 1-2. Well off the line at third is Cole. Hurtado looks in. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And a sinker misses down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's a look at that play made by the fan again. Young fan as well. Had his glove with him. That's why you bring your glove to the game, Chris Harris.
Yep. It's a Rawlings, I bet, too.
The left-handed hitter waits. I bet it's Wilson. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Pumped the fastball by him at 97. Climbed the ladder on McCabe. And a great start for Hurtado. He strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces in a 1-2-3, top of the first inning. Bottom half on its way. It is Columbus, nothing Rocket City coming to bat. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the first inning, 1-2-3 went the Clingstones in the top half. Now the Trash Pandas come up with a 27-26 record. Kyron Paris will lead things off and play short. Rowdy Rodriguez in the 2 spot out in center. Nick Rodriguez hits third and plays second. In the cleanup spot will be Ben Goebel. He's the first baseman. As looking in is Garrett Ballman. And the first pitch is a fastball missing low. 1-0 on the right-handed hitting Paris. Elijah Dunham will hit fifth and be the designated hitter. Harold Cole will bat in the 6th spot. He had 2 doubles last night. He will play third base. Tucker Flint bats 7th. He is out in left. Here's the 1-0. Fastball inside. 2 balls and no strikes. J.J. DeRazio, he'll hit 8th and do the catching. Batting 9th is David Calabrese. He's out in right field. The defense for the Clingstones, left to right, it's Brownshway, followed by Clohizzy and Kilpatrick. Third to first, Groshans, Waddell, Tavares, and McCabe. Fastball, that caught the outside corner. We're going to go to 2-1. Behind the plate, Brookman, and again on the hill is Garrett Ballman. 3-4, a 6.27 ERA. He's a young fellow, only 21 years old. He'll go from the first base side of the rubber. 2-1. Swung and hit foul off to the right. Evening at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ballman, a 5-pitch pitcher. Fastball, sinker, split, plus a slider and a curve. Ranked as the number 11 prospect in the Braves system, according to MLB.com. Paris waits, then the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Threw him a splitter away, and Kyron whiffed at it. That'll be strikeout number 1 for Ballman, out number 1 in the first inning for Rowdy Rodriguez. Fans, get all your Trash Pandas gear online at shoptrashpandas.com or in-store at the Junkyard Team Store at Toyota Field or the Trash Panda store located on Hughes Road. Here's Rowdy Rodriguez, 287, 7 homers, and 30 RBI. Right on right, first pitch. Fastball, slap foul. Look out. That one was scalded. 103 off the bat. It's 0-1. Ballman, tall drink of water, 6'8", 245 pounds. Drafted in the 4th round out of Haggerty High School in Florida. And it's actually Oviedo, Florida. And you talk about a baseball hotbed. Check this out. Want to know some of the people out of Haggerty High School? First, here's the 0-1. Fastball inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. I'll give you some names. Zach Eflin, first-round pick by the Padres in 2012. Riley Green, first-round pick by the Tigers in 2019. First overall pick, actually. I have a few other guys. Here's the 1-1. Slider outside, and it goes to 2 balls and a strike. Vaughn Grissom, former Atlanta Brave and current Angel. He was an 11th-round choice in 2019. And Ryan Mountcastle, first-round pick by the Orioles in 2015. That's pretty good pedigree. Here's the 2-1. Fastball ripped into right for a base hit. Past a leaping McCabe. He gave it all he could, but able to shoot it past him was Rodriguez. That one a scalding 106 off the bat, and the first hit of the game belongs to Rocket City.
That's one thing that makes Rowdy so deadly at the plate is his power to all fields, and that's why sometimes you'll hear, and maybe some Braves fans watching and listening, some comparisons to Acuna, because that was one thing when he came through this Double-A level he could really do effectively.
Right on left for Nick Rodriguez, and the first pitch to him is a curveball. There's a strike. It was actually high and tight. Nick Rodriguez can't believe it. It's 0-1. Nick, 272, a homer, and 22 driven in. He had an RBI single last night, but they're going to set him up the way they did last night. That left side is wide open. Here's the set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him, 0-2. Ballman, when he pitches out of the stretch, it's a very upright delivery. There's not a lot of bend at the waist. Gets a lot of downward movement on his pitches. It's very, and I'll use a comparison here after this pitch. The 0-2. Runner goes, and the pitch is lifted into center field. Moving to his left, though, is Clohizzi. The center fielder is under it. He puts it away for out number 2 as Nick Rodriguez flies to center and Rowdy Rodriguez retreats to first. But you heard this a lot about Randy Johnson, the Hall of Famer. Now, Johnson's delivery is very different from Bowman, so I don't want to get that mixed up. But he would get a lot of weight onto his pitches to where he was pitching down on the hitters.
Yeah.
He kind of the same thing here with Ballman. As the first pitch is tapped softly to short. In, up, off-balance throw to first will retire Ben Goebel, who goes after the first pitch. He sees Waddell is up to the task. Slow rollout to short. 6-3 on the putout, and down go the Trash Pandas in the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left. At the end of 1, we're scoreless. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the top of the Northrop Grumman second inning. No score between the Trash Pandas and the Clingstones. Due up for Columbus, middle part of the order, Groshans, Brookman, and Brownsway. As the first pitch is swung, popped up on the infield right side. Drifting in is Ben Goebel. He gives way now to Nick Rodriguez, who makes the catch about 5 feet from the first base bag. Popping up on the first pitch he sees is Jordan Groshans. 1 pitch, 1 out in the Northrop Grumman second for Archer Brookman.
Tano needed just 12 pitches in that first inning, and we talked about the strikeout. Struck out a couple of Clingstones in that first inning, a team that they have a lot of pop in this lineup, but they're also susceptible to striking out as well.
Right on right, setting up inside. First pitch is a fastball, strike 0-1. You're right, they do have a ton of pop. However, that pop took a bit of took a bit of a hit today as Adam Zabrowski given a promotion. He was sent to AAA Gwinnett earlier in the day. Right on right as waiting is Brookman. And the pitch is a slider down and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. He actually homered here last night, did Zabrowski. He had 7 home runs at the conclusion of last night's game, but he gets moved up, and I've got to think that helps Rocket City a little bit for the rest of this week. The 1-1 by Hurtado. Fastball, there's a strike. Going to go to 1-2.
Zabrowski, he had 4 doubles and a home run so far in the series, and I mean, he's a guy that really shouldn't be at this level. He's earned his way to AAA.
1-2 on the right-handed hitter. Brookman, 245, 2 homers, 10 driven in. As the next pitch, a broken bat flare, foul down the right side. That'll tail out of play. And going back to the dugout will be Brookman to get a new WAR club as that one splintered into about 3 pieces. While he does that, Trash Panda fans, if you want to continue following the Angels' top prospects and tomorrow's stars wherever you go, then be sure to download the Valley Sports Live app. It's hands down the best way to watch minor league baseball. Get every game at your fingertips all season long, plus real-time enhanced stats and an interactive bingo game you can play right along with every pitch. You can watch from your phone or your TV, and the best part, it's completely free. Just head to the App Store and download Valley Sports Live today as the next pitch is a fastball high and tight. 2-2.
I don't know what's more satisfying as a pitcher, to pick up a strikeout or to break a bat like that with a nasty slider.
I think it depends on who the hitter is sometimes. But look in, 2-2. Swung on, hit foul off to the right. Stays at 2-2. If it's someone who you get along with or you don't know well, a broken bat makes you feel pretty good. If it's a guy you don't like, you want to strike him out.
That's how you know you got something that's moving a ton and they're not on it. You break bats.
Here's the 2-2. Swung, hit softly to short. Waiting back on it, Paris. He'll pat the glove, fire to first in time. 6-3 on the putout as Brookman grounds to short. And 2 quick outs in the Northrop Grumman second inning for Logan Brownsway, who's at .316, no homers, and 2 driven in. For Hurtado, this is his second career appearance against Columbus. He faced the Clingstones once late last season. It was in this ballpark where he only worked 2 innings. That's when he came back from load management. Right on left against Brownsway, and the first pitch is a strike. That was a fastball on the inside corner, and it's 0-1. Shaded up the middle is Paris at short, almost directly behind the bag at second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and lifted into right center field. Can anyone get there? On the move to make the catch is Calabrese, maybe the best right fielder in the league. He got a great jump, chased it down in the power alley. Brownsway is out. He flies to right, and 1-2-3 go the Clingstones in the top of the Northrop Grumman second inning. Bottom half on its way. Still no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Valley Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Valley Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the Northrop Grumman second inning, no score, Rocket City and Columbus. And fans, the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. It'll be Dunham, Cole, and Flint all due up against Garrett Bauman, whose first pitch of the inning is swung and hit foul straight back out of the stadium. It's 0-1. Bauman gave up a single to Rowdy Rodriguez in the first inning. Other than that, he was solid. He struck out one and got a fly out and a ground out as well. Right against left, open stance for Dunham. Bauman rocks back. Here's the 0-1. Inside, almost hit him. That was a splitter that time. It evens out a ball and a strike.
One of the big things with Bauman over the course of his young career, and of course being a prep pitcher, you're still trying to develop, is those secondary pitches, and that splitter maybe the most promising for him.
There was the splitter again as a miss down and in. 2 balls and 1 strike. This guy has the stuff, but like any young pitcher, he's going to have his ups and downs. He was roughed up his last time out against Biloxi. That game happened in Georgia. He went 4 1/3 innings there. As the 2-1, swing and a miss by Dunham. There's the splitter again. It will go to 2-2. He gave up 6 runs, 5 earned on 5 hits, and struck out 4 while walking 3. Took the loss 9-3. Well off the line at third is Groshans. And needless to say for Bauman, this is his first career appearance against the Trash Pandas. He'll go from the first base side of the rubber, the 2-2 to Dunham. Splitter again. That one down and in. 3 balls and 2 strikes, which is very similar to a changeup, it should be noted.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of splitter changeups and curveballs to the lefties, where you see more sliders and pitches like that to the right-handed hitters.
3-2. Swung on, tapped softly to first. On 2 bounces, up with it McCabe. He'll flip it to Bauman, covering 3-1 on the putout as Dunham is retired. And 1 away in the second inning for Harold Cole, 203 with 2 homers and 27 RBI. Fans, download the Trash Pandas Rewards app, where you can become a member to earn points throughout the season for exclusive prizes. Scan the QR code and download the app and sign up now. So here's Cole, right against right. Now for Bauman, best outing, probably back on the 16th. He faced Knoxville in Columbus, went 7 innings there, gave up 2 unearned runs on 6 hits and K'd a season-high 11 as the first pitch is a curveball that swung through and missed by Cole. 0-1. That pitch was out of the zone, but Harold chased.
Did you notice the wacky waving inflatable tube guy?
I did
notice.
Promo? I did notice that, the wacky waving inflatable tube guy.
Can you say that fast about 3 times?
No. I would probably wind up saying a curse word accidentally and get fired. Here's the 0-1. There's a strike, a fastball. Going to go to 1 and going to go to 0-2. That is not a wacky waving inflatable tube guy. That right there, that's a little boy.
Yep.
About 6 years old.
Not to be confused.
Right on right. Open stance for Cole. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and rifled foul off to the right. Going to stay at no balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Harold gets going. He finished very strong last night. He had 2 doubles over his final 2 at-bats. Looked good up there. Let's see if that's the start of things to come. As off the line at first is McCabe. Bauman with the wind blowing out toward left. Here's the 0-2. And a breaking ball swung through and missed. Looked like a slider away. Fanning at it is Cole. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Bauman. Out number 2 in the Northrop Grumman second inning for Tucker Flint. Before he steps in, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
Right on left against T. Flint. And the first pitch to Tucker. That was a curveball that didn't really curve. It went high and away. There's that wacky inflatable. What is it? Wacky inflatable tube guy?
Wacky waving inflatable tube man.
Is it guy or man?
Two-man.
Pitch is swung on and missed. It's 1-1.
Wacky waving inflatable tube guy. That's two-man. Two-man.
You're making this very confusing. You see those a lot at the car dealerships, right?
Oh, yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Squaring to bunt. Flynn, he bunts it foul up the third baseline. Going to go to 1-2, and Ballman with a chance to wrap up the inning. You know what? I think next Halloween that'll be my mask. That'll be my costume. In years past, I just show up as myself because that's costume enough.
Imagine the person that invented that, and they were like, "Oh wow, that actually looks like a dude flailing."
Think of all the money he made off of that too. Here's the 1-2. Swung on, hit foul at home plate. That caught a piece of Flynn on the ricochet. I'm going to say at 0-2. It's always impressive when you see people come up with these very simple ideas, and they become millionaires over it. He's one of them. Like, I watch Shark Tank.
Oh, yeah.
And people come up with these ideas that are so convoluted the sharks just don't buy into it. It's always the people with the simple ideas that's in to make it through.
Can't overthink it.
Ballman peers in. 1-2 pitch. Fastball high and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Tucker. 229 with 4 homers and 31 RBI. Well off the line at third is Groshans. They play him straight away in the outfield. We are scoreless in the bottom of the second inning. Ballman with the 2-2. And a splitter down and in. It runs full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Rocket City making him work a little bit. He's about to throw his 30th pitch.
Dangerous pitch here to Dunham. He's been swinging a hot bat. 6 for his last 19, a couple of homers.
Here's the payoff pitch. And Flint flails at it. Strikes out swinging, a fastball high and away. And after all that, Ballman pitches a 1-2-3. Northrop Grumman second inning. He strikes out 2 of the 3 men he faces. We're at the end of 2 innings. Still scoreless from Toyota Field. Trash Pandas and Clingstones. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself. Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the third inning, no score, Rocket City and Columbus. Fans, Defense Pest Solutions is a proud sponsor of Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Honest service you can trust to protect what matters most. That's Defense Pest Solutions. Do it for the Clingstones, bottom third of the order. Kilpatrick, Compton, and Tavares against Joel Hurtado, who has retired all 6 men he's faced, 2 by way of strikeout. First pitch is a fastball called a strike. It's 0-1 on the right-handed hitter. Kilpatrick, 221 with 2 homers, 10 driven in. Off the line at first is Goebel. Shaded slightly toward right center field is Rowdy Rodriguez as the 0-1 grounded at third. Moving to his right on the backhand, Cole sets his feet. Long throw. Did he keep the bag? Yes, he did. That'll be out number 1. That was close. Doing a little Karate Kid type of action over there, a little crow, if you will, was Goebel, and he kept his right foot on the bag.
Yeah, Ben had a great night yesterday defensively, fielding ground balls, a few diving plays, and then receiving, which is underrated for a first baseman to keep your foot on the bag. You have to have a lot of hand-eye coordination, and great job to keep the bag with that foot.
Yeah, that throw sailed on Cole a little bit. If it's Tucker Flynn over there, which it has been for most of the year, that's a chest-high throw as the first pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Compton 171, 2 homers and 9 driven in. Braves are home this weekend to the Pirates. Meanwhile, the Angels are on the road at the Dodgers this weekend. Right on left, next pitch. Fastball away. 1-1. Braves took 2 of 3 from the Blue Jays, losing last night, and then Halos dropped 2 of 3 to Colorado at home. Look in by Hurtado. Here's the 1-1. Going to miss with a changeup down and in. It's 2 balls and a strike. One final in from the majors today. The Giants all over the Cubs. Final score of that game was 18-3. Well off the line at first is Cole. Or at third is Cole. 2-1. Swung on, tapped up the first base line. That'll kick foul just to the right of the bag. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Speaking of the Cubs, how about Pete Crow Armstrong? What a night last night. If for those of you who missed it, they were playing the Athletics, and PCA missed, or he lost a fly ball in the lights. It wound up landing about 40 feet over his head. It rolled to the wall and wound up being an inside the park home run for Shea Langoliers. Here's the 2-2. High and away. He missed with the slider. 3 balls and 2 strikes, but to his credit, he got off the deck, hit a big home run to tie the game, and then had a walk-off single to win it. Did Pete Crow Armstrong. Cubbies got the win. Hurtado with the count 3-2 on Compton. Here's the delivery. Fastball hit hard, but on a bounce right at the second baseman, Nick Rodriguez. He'll throw on to first in time for the second out. It thought it was hit harder than it actually was. It looked like Compton was jammed.
Yeah, 78 off the bat, and that's now 2 consecutive ground ball outs. 3 of the last 4 have been via the ground ball from Hurtado. And back to the Angels. Well, it's not Wade Meckler to blame for the Angels dropping 2 of 3. He's hitting .389 over his first 12 games. 5 extra base hits, 10 RBIs for the former Panda.
As the first pitch is a strike, a slider, it's 0-1. And what's great about it is because he's playing so well and because he's a hometown boy, more of his story is getting out there. The fact he was 4'10" in high school as the pitch is swung through and missed. Slider down and away 0-2. The fact he was cut from his high school team, cut from his college team, and here he is making a difference at the major league level. Good for him. Hurtado will try to end the inning.
Throw a fastball here.
0-2. No, he went sweeper that time, and he dirted it. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He got the strikeout of Waddell and McCabe in that first inning. It was fastballs up. He touched 97. See what he does here.
This guy, 184, 3 homers, 15 RBI. See, you go right after him. He's got 4 Ks in the series and 8 at-bats. 1-2. No, they went off speed again, and that was a slider that missed inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sun has ducked away. I don't think we'll see it for the rest of the night as we start to enter the dusk. Oh, hell. Winds up the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Went slider down and in. Tavares swings through it. Strikeout number 3 for Hurtado, and he's perfect through 3. 1-2-3 go the Clingstones in the 3rd inning. Bottom half on its way. Still no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the third inning, still no score. Trash Pandas and Clingstones. Fans, it was Moe's Barbecue that fed the Trash Pandas front office this evening. At Moe's, they have never lost touch with their roots. A trip to Moe's Original Barbecue means a chance to slow down, make connections, and enjoy their quality recipes passed down for generations. Right on right as J.J. DeRazio almost got hit with a fastball. Inside, it's 1-0 to the right-handed hitter. 8-9-1 due up for Rocket City. DeRazio, Calabrese, and Paris against Garrett Ballman. Right on right. Here's the 1-0. Fastball. There's a strike. Just clipped the low part of the zone. Even at 1-1. JJ, 1 of 6 for the series. 235 for the year with a couple of homers and 11 driven in. They play him straight away as the 1-1. And that was a splitter that missed down and away. 2 balls and a strike. Again, no one here for Rocket City has seen Ballman before, so you got to figure first time through the order, he's got the advantage. He has retired 6 of the 7 men he's faced. The rock back in, the 2-1. Fastball in on his hands, fought off to the right by DeRazio. It'll even at 2 balls and 2 strikes as that landed on our Stadium Club level. Someone got a ball in their mac and cheese.
Some good food over there. By the way, for Bowman, we were kind of talking about this, the metrics of his release. Going down the slope of the mound, he is just over 6 feet past the pitching rubber when he delivers, and it's at a 6'9" height.
2-2, a swing and a miss, a high and tight fastball, and he got DeRazio to chase. 3 straight strikeouts for Ballman, give him 4 in the game. 1 out in the third inning for David Calabrese, 193 with a homer and 9 driven in. So think about that, folks. He's 6'9" when he releases the ball, and he's now throwing from 58 feet, from, 54 feet,
yeah,
as opposed to 60 feet, 6 inches. That is a huge advantage. As Calabrese stands in. And he takes the first pitch and lofts it into right field, but moving to his right is Kilpatrick. He'll saunter under it, make the catch. Calabrese flies out to right on the first pitch he sees. 2 quick outs in the third inning. We go back to the top of the order, and Kyron Paris, who struck out swinging his first time up. And I mentioned Randy Johnson, and Randy had great stuff, obviously. He's in the Hall of Fame for a reason. But one of the things that gave him an advantage is by the time he came forward and released the ball, he had to have been a good 9 feet across the pitching rubber. I mean, that just makes it even tougher to catch up on that fastball if you're the opposing hitter. Right on right. And the first pitch inside, it's 1-0.
Reminds me of a guy who played for the Mobile Bay Bears. I know he got to the big leagues, David Holmberg. Kind of built the same way at that extension.
The look in as they set up away. Here's the 1-0. And that one misses high and away. 4-seam fastball that time. 2 balls and no strikes. Again, he's a high school kid. Atlanta, they tend to draft him young.
J.R. Ritchie. Kyle Muller.
Here's the 2-0. That one should have been a strike. It hit the outside corner, but was called off the plate by Jalen Goodman, a curveball. 3 balls and no strikes.
Ian Anderson.
Yeah. 3-0, here it is. Fastball, that'll miss high, and a 4-pitch walk to Kyron Paris. First walk of the game by Ballman. And 1 on with 2 out for Rowdy Rodriguez, who slapped a single into right his first time. What I'm going to be interested to see, with the draft now at 20 rounds and a potential for more contraction of that in future years, if you're not just if you're the Braves, but if you're any baseball organization, you've got to be cognizant of drafting out of high school. Right on right as the first pitch is low. 1-0 on a curveball, because the fewer guys you're able to draft, the fewer chances you are to hit on a successful prospect. And if you're having to build them up from 18 years old, that's going to be a lot harder than an established college player. As the next pitch is skied into right, easy play by Kilpatrick moving to his left. He'll make the catch, a routine fly out to right by Rowdy Rodriguez, and the Trash Pandas are put away in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and one man left. End of 3, no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
We go to the fourth inning of a scoreless game between Rocket City and Columbus. Due up for the Clingstones at the top of their order, Clohissy, Waddell, and McCabe against Hohel Hurtado in a righty-on-lefty matchup. And Hohel's first pitch is a slider swung through and missed. It's 0-1. For those of you on radio, we'll keep you up to date what's happening on the field. But it's now time for our sponsor inning. And with us from Colsa this evening is John Van Noy, who joins us from Colsa. And John, so great to have you with us. I guess the first things first, tell us about Colsa. Who are you guys and what are you about?
Well, I'll tell you what, Colsa's been part of the Huntsville community since 1980. The founder, Dr. Colazzo, has started the company after leaving the Army after 30 years. So we've got 46 years in the area in the defense industry, largely focused on information warfare, cyber, systems engineering, software engineering, and drones. We both design drones and produce drones.
What are some of the things you guys have been able to do around the ballpark this evening as a sponsor?
Oh, as a sponsor, we're enjoying one of the boxes.
Yeah.
We've got quite a contingent of our team from the drone side of the equation for the company. The team here are really responsible for designing and producing drones, not only for commercial use, business to business, civilian use, as well as Department of War use.
Count is at 2-2 on Patrick Clohissy. He lined out to third to lead off the ball game as Hurtado will peer back in. Next pitch on the way, swung and rolled right side. Easy play for Coble. He's up. He'll run to the bag in time. Rounding out to first is Clohissy, and one away in the fourth inning for Luke Waddell, who struck out swinging his first time. Anything coming up that you want to tell us about that Colsa is going to be a part of?
Sure, absolutely. A big thing for Colsa is our growth in the city.
Yeah.
Adding new facilities to actually design and produce drones. So we've been in the city doing that since 2019, that part of the business. But we've recently made a decision. The owners made a decision to grow that. So 2 new facilities in Madison, over 18,000 square feet. And we have existing facilities that are in Research Park that have been there since 2019, roughly 30,000 square foot of space. And employees, well over 100 employees. We'll be adding more employees to our team. So, of course, we're looking for great talent in the local area. If there's especially folks who are good with their hands and are interested in drones.
Oh, what a play, I should say, by Hurtado. A hard comebacker off the bat of Waddell. That one was 100 off the bat. He reached out like a hockey goalie, made a glove save and a beauty, and underhanded it to first base for out number 2. My apologies, sir. Go ahead.
That's all right. So, yeah, I was just saying that, I mean, absolutely with expansion of our company, definitely an interest and opportunity for folks here in town as we grow to grow with us. So always looking for talent. Folks that are in the aircraft business have had hands-on experience. Folks that have had experience with avionics or electronics, tradespeople. We'd be interested in hearing from you. As well as in the cyber, and the IT side of the world. We do a significant amount of work, over 1,700 employees, 900 roughly in the city, and the rest of them around the United States. So,
how competitive is it trying to find people right now as the pitch is swung on this 1-1?
Oh, it's very competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, in that area of business, the drone business, which is a part of the business that I'm operating in, the competition for really good folks is always, in good business areas is tough. But Colson's a great place to be. I mean, it's got a proven history being run as a family business by Dr. Clauso. He takes care of his people. He's been in business since 1980 for a good reason. He's a good businessman. He's got a great team, great leadership team, great people working for him. People respect him, and we respect our customer. We've supported Department of War since 1980 and been a big piece of that. But again, I said some of our growth now is actually on the commercial side, supporting things like, ALDOT, highway inspection, supporting forestry department, things like that, which are a change for us, moving away from the defense and Department of War sector, but a great growth area for us.
Count is at 2-2 as the delivery is a fastball high and away. 3 balls and 2 strikes again. John Van Noy of Colsa joining us. There are sponsors for this evening. What was it about the Trash Pandas that made you guys want to be a part of what we do?
Well, it's our hometown baseball team, Coach Josh. I mean, you're the guy, right? You're the voice of the.
I'm one of the guys,
and we want to be part of the home baseball team's success, supporting the team, being present here for the team. And a lot of our teammates on the inside Colsa are fans of the Trash Pandas, and so we support that.
Well, we have certainly appreciate it as David McCabe lobs a single into center field. That's the first base runner of the game for Columbus, and one on with 2 out for Jordan Groshans, who popped to second his first time up. Obviously, this is a great time of growth for Huntsville and really North Alabama as a whole. You talked about the number of people you have here. How much bigger do you think you guys will be locally, say in 5 years? Or can you speak to that?
Well, I mean, projections always. We want to grow.
Yeah.
That's the intent. So I would say that what I can say is that the investment by Colsa in the local area that I just mentioned, the new facilities, new buildings in Madison, the growth in the drone market, our intent, and we're working on growth in other areas regarding IT, cyber, things in those areas. We intend to grow as much as we possibly can. And for the area of drone manufacturing, immediately we have needs for dozens of people to bring on board. So again, would reinforce that. I mean, I'd love to see some people contacting us out of this interview to say, hey, we heard about this and we'd like to talk to you about joining Colsa.
Pitch misses just off the plate. It will go to 2 balls and a strike. This is Jordan Groshans at the plate. He popped to second his first time up. A runner at first and 2 away as we play the top of the 4th inning of a scoreless ball game from Toyota Field. As shaded up the middle, the second baseman, Nick Rodriguez. Next pitch by Hurtado. Fastball, looping line drive into left center for a base hit. At second is McCabe. He's going to try for third. The throw there are skids to third, and they don't get him. As in there with a feet first slide is McCabe. Coming up throwing was Rowdy Rodriguez. His throw was a little worm burner, about 2 hops to the third baseman, Cole, and able to beat the wrap was McCabe. A single for Groshans. Suddenly there's runners at the corners with 2 away for Archer Brookman, who grounded to short his first time up as Hurtado in trouble for the first time today. Gotta ask, you a big baseball fan?
I'm a baseball fan. I
Okay.
mean, I'm from Missouri originally, so I'm a Kansas City Royals fan. But since I've lived here, retired from the Army, been posted here in Huntsville 3 times throughout my career. I've grown up the Stars previously.
Okay.
And, now the Trash Pandas. So, of course, I'm a supporter.
I got to ask, and I hear this a lot as the first pitch is a strike to Brookman. 0-1. I hear so many people who retire from the military but want to get back to work. What made you want to do that? Because, can I be honest with you? If I'm the type of guy, once I retire, I am done. Completely done. What made you want to go back to work?
Let me go back to work. Well, one of the benefits of serving the nation in the military is that, you start early. I started at 18.
Yeah.
And I ended at approximately 50 years old. So I have time left, I've still got the capacity, the desire, capabilities I want to contribute back, especially to the nation. Can't do it in the capacity as a soldier any longer.
Right.
But I can do it in the defense of the nation. So there's a passion to support. And many of the folks inside of Colsa have a similar pedigree to me. And have a desire to continue to support the nation, whichever way we can. So it's contribution back, the satisfaction, purpose, mission, it's all important.
Good for you. Well, Archer Brookman taps back to the mound to end the inning. That'll do it for us. And before we let you go, John, where can we learn more about Colsa?
Well, of course, you can go to our website, colsa.com/drones, if you want to specifically see some things I talked about.
Yep.
We're on Instagram, of course. You can follow us on any of the socials. And there's plenty of information out there to grab on Colsa. Feel free to grab me. I'm on LinkedIn, so you can find me and find an opportunity to possibly join our drone team.
All right, John Vanoy with Colsa. Thank you for all you do, sir.
Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Still a scoreless ball game. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Nick Rodriguez flies out to left on the first pitch. He sees one away in the bottom of the fourth, and here to give you the play-by-play is Chris Harris.
All right, thanks, Josh. Nick flies out. A couple of flyouts for Nick tonight. So one away now for Ben Goebel, who grounded out his first time up. Still no score. Noel Hurtado, no hitter is gone, but he had no hit type stuff again tonight. Of all his outings this year, and this is start number 11 for Joel. You expect him to do this, and what he's doing right now, Garrett Bowman's been just as good. The 1-0 pitch on the way now to Goebel as he takes a pitch at the knees, called a strike. Looking at that pitch, it was a little bit downstairs, but Bowman got the benefit of the doubt call. Goebel has walked twice and been hit by a pitch since coming back off the injured list. That pitch fouled straight back and out of play. It's 1-2 to him. It was a curveball from Bowman. 6'8", 6'9" release, and his extension gets 6'5" down the mound. 1-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up first base side. And that should get out of play. It does, behind the Trash Pandas first base dugout. So the count remains at a ball and 2 strikes. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Bowman. He's been impressive. Numbers have been a little bit shaky for the young fella. He's just, got to realize, if you're a Braves fan, he's 21 years old. And, of course, that's nothing new for Braves pitchers coming up at this level. Here's a 1-2 pitch on the way to Goebel. It's downstairs, 2 balls and 2 strikes. They've just come up in waves over the course of the last, really, past decade or so, going back to 2017. 2016, really. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a splitter down and away. That's been a really good pitch for him tonight. He continues to try and master that. Strikeout number 5 for Bowman. And now 2 outs for Elijah Dunham, who grounded out his first time up. To go back to 2018, 2017, you had a lot of young guys, high school guys. Max Fried, Colby Allard, Michael Soroka, Tuki Toussaint. There's some names for you. They were young fellas as Dunham smokes one down the right field line, but foul. As it's 0-1 to the Trash Pandas' designated hitter. That next wave, you have Kyle Muller, Tucker Davidson, Kyle Wright coming out of Vanderbilt. 0-1 pitch is a breaking ball low. That was a curveball. In the 20s, you had guys like Ian Anderson and Spencer Strider, Bryce Elder. Both a couple of college guys there, though. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Never forget when Bryce Elder and Spencer Strider were coming up. And just the different personalities of those two guys. Spencer, I felt like every time he started that year in Mississippi, there was a rain delay. 1-2 pitch. Swinging a chopper towards the right side of the infield. Scooped up over there by David McCabe. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the side is retired in the bottom of the 4th. We played 4 innings on this Friday night. Still scoreless between Columbus and Rocket City. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
When you call most roofing companies, all you'll hear is, you need a new roof. Not when you call Fleming. At Fleming Roofing and Restoration, we're focused on your needs, whether it's an easy repair or a full roof replacement. Folks around here have trusted Fleming since 1965 for all their residential and commercial roofing needs. And as the area's storm damage experts, Fleming knows all the ins and outs of the insurance claims process. Log on FlemingHSV.com to schedule your free estimate today. Fleming Roofing and Restoration. We show up.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, the Trash Pandas and Columbus Clingstones, a AA affiliate for the Atlanta Braves, are scoreless as we make our way to the top of the 5th. Logan Braunschweig leads things off for Columbus as the right-hander Joel Hurtado back to work. Show a bunt that time for the former UAB Blazer, but comes up empty, and it's quickly 0-1. Braunschweig followed by Kilpatrick and Compton. There's a big hole on that left side of the infield. Third baseman Cole playing in as the 0-1 pitch is delivered in a ground ball. Figure that. Grounded towards first and Goebel. It didn't come up on Ben, and he misplayed it that time. Tried to recover, and he could not. That'll be an error on Ben. This last hop that it took was a little bit, stayed down instead of popping up. And that, of course, Ben has been so good over there at first base. E3, and that's not the way you wanted to start the inning, by putting the leadoff man on base, especially a speed guy like Braunschweig. You got a speed guy at the plate now, and Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. Braunschweig doesn't take off that time as Kilpatrick hits that one out of play foul. Now on the first base line. Kilpatrick had an inside the park home run earlier this year. That was on May the 17th. against Knoxville. He's 1 for 4 yesterday. Had a triple in last night's game. He comes in batting nearly 400 career against Rocket City. Ground ball this time down the first baseline. Goebel has this, second for one. Over to first, a double play. A couple of fast guys. Kilpatrick, probably the fastest on the team, and they double him up. What a turn there. It's a tough throw by a first baseman. And then a relay throw back in time as well from Kyron Paris, and it goes 3-6-3 on the putout. That's as good as it gets right there. Erases that error. No one feeling better about that than Ben Goebel. Here's Drew Compton now with nobody on and 2 outs. Hurtado trying to get through 5 and be eligible for a victory if his team can grab a run or two. Here's a ball popped up on the infield. Right behind the mound. Who wants it? Second baseman Nick Rodriguez makes the catch, and it turns out to be a very quick inning for Hurtado and the Pandas. On we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, halfway home. Nobody has scored. 0-0 your score. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Still no score as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning from Toyota Field on this Friday night. Great night for baseball. As back to work goes Garrett Bowman for Columbus. He'll be facing Cole, followed by Flint and DeRazio. Big 6'8" righty deals, and the pitch caroms off the glove of Brookman. That's ball one. 1-0 to Cole. Rocket City, no runs on 1 hit. 1 error, no runs, 2 hits, no errors for Columbus. Big right-hander's 1-0 pitch is grounded up the middle, but playing perfectly with that shift. Tavares up the middle, and he takes care of Harold Cole. 4-3 on the putout, 1 away. That'll bring in Tucker Flint, the left fielder. Well, still time to get in on the instructional baseball camp put on by the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Registration includes instruction from Trash Pandas players, lunches, and a ticket voucher to the June 17th game. Costs $250. You can sign up by going to trashpandasbaseball.com. It's June 16th and 17th, 2 days from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. The 2026 Rocket City Trash Pandas baseball camp. First pitch is strike to Tucker Flint. The next from Bowman. Swinging a shattered bat grounder. That shattered bat goes over there by the dugout. Bowman picks it up and flips over to first base, but look out. Like our bat boy down there, Jacob, almost got taken out by that bat that exploded off the bat of Flint.
Wow, look at that.
That's scary.
And J.J. DeRazio is a couple of steps to his right. He's in trouble, too.
That has a sharp edge to it. Went into 3 pieces as Jalen Goodman, our home plate umpire, picks up the other piece as Durazio stands in after 2 quick outs near the bottom of the 5th inning. JJ struck out his first time up. Bowman deals, and this one he jams and pops it up down the first base line at foul ground, and a basket catch made over there by McCabe for the 3rd out. And just like that, the side is retired in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Only 58 pitches through 5 innings for Bowman, and we remain scoreless as we go to the top of the 6th inning. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hass, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, back to work. We'll go Joel Hurtado, and he has been fantastic. How about these 2 starting pitchers through 5 innings? Hurtado, no runs, 2 hits on 60 pitches. No runs on 1 hit for Bowman on 58 pitches. As we start the 6th inning.
You know, Chris, that's been the kind of MO of this series since Wednesday.
There's a 1-0 now from Hurtado and a big swing and a miss by Taveras. 9-1-2. Ambiores Taveras, followed by the top of their lineup, Patrick Clohissy and Luke Waddell. Hurtado, last pitch, the slider, the 1-1 now, goes back to the sinking fastball. That one in there at 95.
So on Wednesday, Austin Gordon for Rocket City, Brett Sears of Columbus, they combined to go 10 innings of 1-run ball on 7 hits. Then last night, Henrik Hernandez of Columbus and Nate Snead of Rocket City.
Ground ball back up the middle. Thankfully didn't catch Hurtado. I don't think it did. As the play made out there at second by Nick Rodriguez. And out at first base, Taveras for out number 1.
Last night, Snead and Hernandez combined for 8 1/3 innings of 4-run ball. All of those by Snead. It should be noted that all those runs were in 1 inning, and a good play by Hurtado to get out of the way.
Yeah.
And then tonight's pitcher's duel as well.
It was in Birmingham, I believe, that Hurtado got hit by a line drive. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Patrick Clohissy.
Actually, that was Gonzalez, wasn't it?
That was Gonzalez. You're right. Hurtado did get hit by a line drive back to him. It's something, I can't remember exactly when that was. 0-1 pitch. That's down and in all the way to the backstop.
Oh, it hit him.
Might have hit him. He was taking his guard off, so just a light deflection of Clohissy, and now you got the speedy leadoff man on base. He has 5 stolen bases already in the series.
And you got to
here's Waddell.
And you got to think at some point he's going to go here. The way this is going, it looks like 1 run may do it.
Yeah. If the Trash Pandas are going to win this first half, they're going to have to win a lot of these 3-2, 2-1 type ball games. Spin throw to first base. Hurtado, a good move. He got him at first. What a great pickoff move by Joel Hurtado. Well, that'll keep you from stealing a base.
Let's see if he was leaning. If we get a replay here. Mentioned Wouldn't be surprised if he was going. Well, kind of hard to tell. I don't think he was going. I think he just got beat.
That was a great pickoff move. Pitch a ball to Luke Waddell, so that erases that hit by pitch. Two that have reached in the last 2 innings have been erased on one in a double play, and then here a pickoff. The fly ball set out of play foul down that right field line. It was a great double play turn by Goebel after he committed an error.
By the way, Hurtado, 3 times he's gone 6 innings this season.
Off-speed pitch there, a swing and a miss. Went back to the changeup at 89. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Waddell. Looking for strikeout number 4. Struck out 2 in the first inning. But he's had that sinker working. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball out towards left field. There is Tucker Flint. Moves back, makes the catch, and what do you know? Another 1-2-3 inning in this ball game. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. As your grandpa always said, let's get some runs.
Please.
In the bottom of the 6th inning here. As we go there now, still scoreless. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network in Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
David Calabrese leads things off for the Trash Pandas here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Still scoreless, and both the starting pitchers reaching the 6th inning. Only 58 pitches thrown so far by the 6'8" right-hander Garrett Bowman. First pitch is upstairs, a ball to Calabrese, who flying to right his first time up.
By the way, update from Knoxville. Birmingham's come storming back. They're tied up at 4 in the bottom of the 5th. It was 4-1 at one point.
1-0 pitch. That one's at the knees, a called strike. It's even now, 1-1 on Calabrese. It'll be 9-1-2 Calabrese, followed by Paris and Rowdy Rodriguez. Bowman with his 1-1 pitch now. Swung on and missed. Changed speeds that time. That was a curveball. 1-2. Entering play today, Biscuits on top of the South. Chattanooga up a game and a half on Trash Pandas and the Knoxville Smokies.
By the way, Chattanooga out to a 3-0 lead on Pensacola, bottom 7 in Florida.
Here's a 1-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Went back to the fastball that time at 96. It's not often you put the binoculars on and you shine it on the bullpen in the bottom of the 6th inning and see no activity on either side. Pitch is low for a ball, 2-2. That goes for any level of baseball these days.
You know what's strange? We're getting to a point where this thing finishes too soon. I'm not sure if we'll be able to shoot off fireworks.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled away on that third base side.
I remember when Caden Dana pitched here a few years ago. He had some quick ones. I mean, there were And it'll be right in the middle of the summer. You get the long days.
Oh, yeah.
You had to wait about 20 minutes before we could start the show.
That's when you have Morris Morioka Hiroshi, the hot dog, do a unicycle around the field. Pitches low, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Ever been in an In-N-Out Burger?
I have.
Did once. I thought it was overrated, but it's me.
They're branching out a little bit. Here's a 3-2 payoff pitch. Swung on and driven in the air, deep right center field. That's back to the track at the wall and caught. Center fielder Clohissy collided with Kilpatrick up against the wall, but hanging on to it was Clohissy. Both are okay as they both kind of dab up each other, walking away. This could have been dangerous for those guys. Oh, elbow kind of hit him in the chin.
That was a high fastball, and David got through on it and sailed it into right center field. If he pulls it straight away down the line a little more, he's in business. It was just a little too big part of the ballpark for it to get out of the yard.
Traveled 388 feet according to the numbers. I'd like to see that from David. He's got that sneaky power.
Yeah, he does.
Here's Kyron Paris, takes a ball. It's 1-0 to him. He's walked and struck out so far against Bowman. The pitch. Takes it inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Only 1 walk issued by the 21-year-old. That was in the 3rd. The only hit he allowed was back in the 1st. That was by Rowdy Rodriguez. Otherwise, we'd be talking about a potential no-hit bid right now. Here's a 2-0 pitch on the way now to Kyron. Lays off of it. It's high outside for ball 3. Well, wouldn't mind a walk here with the Rodriguez duo coming up.
Bauman about to throw his 70th pitch.
3-0. And that one's right down the middle.
And for what it's worth, his season high is 93. That was back on April the 10th. So he could go a little longer.
It's been impressive.
Yes, he has. And like any young, and we mentioned this earlier, like any young pitcher, he's been up and down this year. Tonight's a good night.
One thing he does on the scouting report, too, he throws his fastball for strikes. 3-1 pitch, grounded up the middle. Shortstop ranges over Waddell and throws out Paris. So he falls behind 3-0, but ends up getting a ground out. And just like that, let's count up now. After the walk, 4, 7, 9 straight retired. And he is cruising along right now.
And if we can take that a step further, after the 1-out single by Rodriguez in the 1st, it's 2, 5. What, that's 8 of 9, then 9 in a row, so that's 17 of 18.
Here's a ball blooped, a little bunt attempt there by Rowdy Rodriguez. Popped it up and a running catch by Bowman. What can he not do in this ball game? Not really sure what Rowdy was trying to do in that situation. As that retires a sign of pop out. 10 straight retired by Bowman now. And we have played 6. On to the 7th inning. Still no score. Trash Pandas and Clingstones. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Back here at Toyota Field in Madison, the Trash Pandas and Clingstones are scoreless as we make our way to the top of the 7th inning. Got a little bit of a delay here. There's when you have a 6'8" guy that works on the first base, when you have both guys working on the same side of the pitching rubber, sometimes it can develop a kind of a big hole. And right now they're going to end up putting a little bit more clay and fill in that hole on the first base side of the pitching rubber.
We've had mound delays in each of our last 2 Fridays. Remember, last week we were in Montgomery. The rain actually did some damage to that mound last week, but they had to stop play and put Diamond Dry on there and rake it all in and things like that. This should be a much more simple fix, though.
Yeah. Every pitcher likes it a bit different. Some of them, Kenyon Yovan, I believe, when he comes in, he just digs out a hole in front of the pitching rubber. But Hurtado got back out there, and sometimes that footing is tough, and you call on the grounds crew to fix it. And that's what they're doing, the best in the biz out there. Well, fans, tomorrow night, don't forget, we got a big night tomorrow night. Lots of great promotions. Another post-game fireworks show presented by Bill Penny Toyota. Then really special with the Negro League Tribute Night, Juneteenth, the kickback game. We'll be wearing those Southern Negro League Huntsville Stars uniforms. Also include a tribute to local Negro League figure Eugene Scruggs, who passed away recently. His family going to salute his life and his legacy. Plus, on the Rock Porch, happy hour specials, Uncle Nearest tasting, and, of course, the Negro League Museum. They're going to have some displays as well as an artist on hand as well. Plus, appearance by former Dallas Cowboys player Reddy Stewart, as well as former Arizona Cardinal and Baltimore Ravens football player Gerard Powers as well. So, lots of stuff going on tomorrow.
By the way, I also want to give an update on a couple of former Trash Pandas. I meant to bring this up earlier this week, but we want to say congratulations to Jordan Adams. He retired from baseball. Jordan, if you remember, was a big part of that 2022 team that went to the playoffs. He had a cup of coffee with the Angels as well as the Orioles. He actually played on this field earlier this season as a member of the Biloxi Shuckers Brewers organization. But he just retired from baseball about a week ago. He's now going to return to football and be a wideout for SMU. Probably not this season. He'll probably redshirt this year, but then hopefully for him, he'll be able to play in 2027. And I also want to send my congratulations to former Trash Pandas reliever Eric Torres. He's now back in affiliated ball. I didn't even realize this, but he's with the Orioles organization. Struggling right now, but he's appeared in 16 games. Remember, he was part of the first no-hitter in Rocket City history, and he was also part of that other no-hitter the following year. So congratulations to both of those guys, one moving on to another sport, another back in affiliated ball.
And to add on to that, Sammy Natera Jr.
Yes.
He just got called up to the big leagues. He'll be the 50th Trash Panda launched to the league. Pitch is a little bit low, ball one to David McCabe as the delay's over. Manager Joe Cruzel looking on. Here's a 1-0 pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Sammy, a big part of the bullpen early last year, and he was just dynamite. Played for Mexico in the World Baseball Classic.
So his first action could be against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Good luck there, Sammy.
Freeway Series. Pitch a strike over on the inside corner.
What if his first opponent is Shohei? Welcome to the show, kid.
Hey. At least he's a lefty.
That's true.
Lefty on lefty. 1-2 pitch. Grounded sharply down the first baseline. Just foul. As Davion Fry emphatically points in that direction. Well, we got a quick second. Let's take our 10-second ID. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2 WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.
1-2 pitch. It's low for a ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on McCabe, who is 0 for 2. Take that back. He's 1 for 2. A strikeout and a ground out for David in the ball game today. In the series, 7 for 15 now. Former Charlotte 49er. There's a big swing and a miss and a strikeout of McCabe by Hurtado. That's his first strikeout since the third inning. His fourth of the game, and one away here in this top of the seventh inning.
Still so much bite on that pitch. That time it was the changeup. I don't know if we've seen that pitch as often tonight, but still very effective. And when you're going the third time through the order, you got to show guys a little something different. That's what he's doing right now.
So he's at a season high now, 6 1/3 innings as the first pitch is fouled away by Jordan Groshans.
And it should be noted he's had 76 pitches. His season high is 86, which came in his last outing.
No balls and a strike on Jordan Groshans. Off-speed pitch is skied down the right field line. There is David Calabrese in foul territory. He'll make the catch. A few steps in front of the barrier down there. Tell you what, man, he's a really, really good outfielder. You feel like ball's hit in his general direction, it's going to get caught. And 2 away now for Archer Brookman. By the way, an out here gets him through 7, which would match his career high. He's done that 3 times. Last time was last year on May 14th. That was at Pensacola. First pitch, a fastball outside. 1-0 to Brookman. Brookman today is 0 for 2, a pair of groundouts as he misses with that slider.
Ooh, that was close.
Just downstairs, and it's 2-0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 groundouts. No, 9. 9 groundouts. There's a strike, and it's 2-1 now.
And that's exactly what you expect from him, right? Yep. Ground ball pitcher. That's exactly what's happening.
He led the league last year in groundouts induced, and he didn't pitch the full season. Here's a ground ball right on cue. The 10th ground ball out of the ball game. 6-3 on the putout. Didn't want to jinx it. But a 1-2-3 inning for Hurtado. How masterful has this guy been? You're watching a special talent for the Angels. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Time to stretch. Rocket City and Columbus, they're still scoreless. Trash Pandas baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Crestwood Medical Center is committed to keeping patients safe, so please don't delay in getting treatment when you need emergency care. Visit CrestwoodMedCenter.com to see what they are doing to keep you safe.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit AFIX.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, and we were on a pace there. Maybe it wouldn't be dark by the fireworks, and maybe find some time by working on the mound.
Well, it was pretty funny between innings because our grounds crew went out there to shore up that little divot in front of the rubber that's been created by mostly Ballman, but Hurtado too.
Yeah.
And as soon as they finished, Ballman reached down there and started digging it up again.
Well, see, he works from that first base side of the pitching rubber. You can tell he's a guy that likes to have that more of the pitching rubber to push off of, and then Hurtado, you're watching, you're like, what are they talking about? You're seeing a lot of great fan shots, though.
Yeah.
Hurtado works from the other side. He likes it more flush, maybe just a slight inch, and Bowman's just continuing to dig in.
I have a feeling Garrett, when he was a kid, he was the type of guy who would go to the beach and tear up the sandcastles. He would just knock everything over.
Well, it's all about your comfort level.
Yeah, I get it.
Here comes Joe Krusel now, and he wants to talk it over with Jalen Goodman here.
I think it may be about the mound.
Could be. And about warm-up tosses as he and Jalen Goodman, of course, last night.
Well, this is a pretty good one. Look out.
Joe last night was after these umpires about giving a extra disengagement after a runner was caught on the bases last night. Joe Krusel has been ejected from the ball game by Jalen Goodman here.
I think he is talking about the mound. I really do.
So Joe Krusel, and now here comes Darren Brown down the first base line. I'm sure he'll go over and coach third, but I believe this is his first ejection as Trash Pandas manager.
It is, and he got pretty close last night. That situation, though, had to deal with the number of disengagements that Rocket City had used in an inning. That was settled. And I'm just speculating, but what else could it be about?
Yeah.
It's either that or maybe the number of warm-up pitches. I'm not sure.
Yeah. We'll see if it fires up his team, though, as well, as Darren Brown grabs that lineup card and heads down to third base.
There's a look at the rubber.
Yeah. Can't really tell from that angle necessarily, but how there's such a big trench on that first base side. There's a look at Darren Brown, a longtime manager, interim manager for the Seattle Mariners back in 2011 when Tom Wakamatsu was fired that season, but longtime manager for the Tacoma Rainiers.
And now over at first is Tony Jaramillo, the hitting coach for Rocket City.
Nick Rodriguez swings and misses on the pitch by Bowman. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And by the way, we haven't spoken about Tony a whole lot. Number one, he's done a whale of a job with hitting on this ball club. Number two, though, the nephew of legendary Rudy Jaramillo, the longtime Cubs and Rangers hitting coach.
Speed pitch line towards the gap between first and second, and it gets into right field, a base hit. So Nick Rodriguez, a little tomahawk swing that he has, and he shoots one into right field for a base hit.
That's like a little kid trying to play wiffle ball when he's like 3 years old. He just kind of thwacks at it. That's exactly what Nick did, but you got a fast man aboard, and we've said it for the last couple of innings. One may do it tonight. Let's see what they do with Goebel.
So here is Ben Goebel, 0 for 2 so far, as the pitch is a ball. It's 1-0.
He did square to bunt, too, and now playing up at third will be Groshans.
On deck is Elijah Dunham. He does square around to bunt again. Charging in from third, Groshans, the pitch. That one's a strike. Fastball at 93 miles an hour. We've got activity in the bullpen. Kenyon Yovan is throwing for Rocket City, and there is activity on the other side, too. I can't tell who it is, though. 1 ball, 1 strike on Goebel. He squares around, and the pitch. Bunted foul. It's 1-2.
Remember, this is a guy who hasn't played in over a month, and now you're asking him to lay down a bunt. This is the first time he's bunted since he's returned.
See the activity. One ball, 2 strikes on Goebel. Pitch in the dirt low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. This might be a spot where you try and run.
By the way, that was a good pitch by Bowman, too. Go down and away, go off the plate, see if he'll help you out, or tip his cap whether he'll keep the bunt on or not.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Nick Rodriguez at first, not going. The pitch is hit sky high out towards shallow left center field. And that Bermuda Triangle coming on. The left fielder calls everybody off. And Braunschweig with that glow-in-the-dark glove out there makes the catch. The yellow, banana color?
Yeah, well, it's the UAB kind of goldish color.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
The former Blazer.
So 1 away now for Elijah Dunham. Elijah, so far today, 0 for 2, a pair of ground outs against the big right-hander. The pitch swung on, foul, tipped into the middle of the catcher. That fastball coming in there at 95. You got to remember, with his extension, it's coming in there seemingly a lot harder than that. He's a big guy, but, man, you can tell he's young.
Yeah. He's got a baby face.
He does, yeah. No balls and a strike on Dunham. The pitch swung on. A big hack that time. He fouls it back.
Boy, that was a hanging split finger pitch. Just going to take advantage. Keep in mind, Rodriguez, 5 of 9 in the stolen base department.
Yeah. So Bowman, this will be pitch number 83 with an 0-2. Misses way high with that one. It's a ball and 2 strikes. I don't think we've seen his pickoff move yet. Big open hole in that left side of the infield. A pitch high again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Would love to see Elijah just shoot one down that third base left field line. Third baseman Groshans is practically playing shortstop. Waddell is as close as you can get to be behind second base. So you got that whole left side open right now for Elijah. The 2-2. Swing and a foul tip, and unable to hang on to it was Brookman, so he stays alive. On deck is Harold Cole, who had a pair of doubles last night. He's 0 for 2. Trash Pandas just have 2 hits. That hit by Nick was the first in a while. There's a ground ball softly hit towards second. Picked up by Tavares, second for 1 over to first. And that's a double play. Tavares, he's as slick as they come, and he started that double play even though it was hit slowly. And it goes 4-6-3 on the Twin killing. No runs, 1 hit, no one left on base. We head to the 8th inning, still zeros on the scoreboard. This is Trash Pandas Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Well, Joel Hurtado turns in another fantastic performance. It'll be a no decision, unfortunately. We're scoreless as we start the 8th inning. And to tell you about the final of this ball game, here's Josh Carey.
Okay, Chris, thank you. Iverson Polanco now on to pitch. He delivers a first pitch fastball for a strike on the lower inside corner to Logan Brownshway. It will go to 0-1. Brownshway is 0 for 2. He's flied to right and reached on an air. Next pitch fouled straight back to the screen. It's 0-2. And for Hurtado, he was absolutely brilliant. He faced only 2 over the minimum, 7 shutout innings, 2 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts, gave up 2 singles in the 4th inning, and that was really the only time he was threatened as Polanco winds up. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And the fastball, or actually that was the changeup that time, left it high and out of the zone, and fouling it away is Brownsway. It will go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Anyway, Hurtado gave up 2 singles in the 4th. Brownsway reached on the air in the 5th. He was erased on a double play. As the 1-2 is a breaking ball that misses outside. Curveball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes, and then Clohizzy was hit by a pitch in the 6th inning, but he was picked off. For Hurtado, easily his best outing of the year. 2-2. Down and in. Threw him a changeup. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and if we want to take this a step further, over his last 6 games, 4 earned runs, over 40 innings, 32 strikeouts, and 6 walks. That is terrific as the pitch is fouled away again by Brownsway. Remaining at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Rocket City's bullpen will take over, which you don't mind. Boy, you just wish you could have gotten Hurtado a win. Off the line at third is Cole. Brownsway waits. Iverson trying to put him away. 3-2. Fastball swung and drilled into left. Going back into the corner, Flint on the track reaches up and makes the catch, and that'll be the first out of the 8th inning. Brownsway gave it a ride, but out. At first I thought he had it, but it died in that corner, and Flint was able to chase it down. 1 out in the 8th inning for Kevin Kilpatrick Jr., who has grounded to third and rolled into a 3-6-3 double play. For Polanco, 2-2, 3.12 ERA, 15th appearance to go along with 2 starts, 35 innings, 30 hits, 12 runs, all earned. He's given up a homer while hitting 3 men and walking 16 and striking out 35. First pitch is a slider that misses down and away, 1-0. Opponents are hitting .236 against him. Off the line at first is Goebel. Kilpatrick waits again. Next pitch. Fastball inside, and Iverson falls behind 2-0. Polanco, as good as he's been, if there's one area of concern, he tends to get off to a slow start. Let's see if he can bear down here. As the 2-0. And the fastball there is a strike. It was actually a ball. It was down and in, but they gave it to Iverson as it goes to 2-1. Polanco, over his last 5 outings, on combined 13 innings. Next pitch, hit at third. Gobbling it up is Cole. Throw to across the diamond in time. 2 quick outs in the 8th inning as Kilpatrick rolls to third. And 2 away for Drew Compton. 0 for 2, ground out to second and a pop-up to second. You look at the replay, but Polanco, 13 innings, 10 hits, an earned run. He has struck out 12 in those 13, while walking 2 as well. So here's Compton. This is a right-on-left matchup. Open stance for the left-handed hitter. Polanco, first offering. Curveball into beauty. It's a strike. 0-1. Due up in the bottom of the 8th for Rocket City. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Cole, Flint, and DeRazio. Let's see who they face. The 0-1 as a changeup misses down and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. As good as Hurtado has been, Garrett Ballman has been equally as good. 7 strong innings by him. And I'm looking at that bullpen. I'm not quite sure I see anyone throwing for Columbus. 1-1. Fastball swung and popped up into left field. Drifting toward the line is Flint. He's under it. He's got it. A fly out to left by Compton. Good inning by Polanco as 1, 2, 3 go the Clingstones in the top of the 8th inning. Bottom half on its way. Still no score. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in
in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 8th inning, still scoreless. Trash Pandas and Clingstones. Garrett Bauman going to stay out there for an 8th inning of work, or he will at least start the 8th inning, as Rocket City will trot up there the 6, 7, and 8 hitters, Cole, Flint, and Durazio against the right-hander. Bauman has been scintillating. Only 2 hits allowed through 7 innings, and the fastball is called a strike as it caught the lower outside corner to Cole. It's 0-1. Harold 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a bounce out to second. That is the 87th pitch of the game by Bauman. Right on right, up at third is Groshans. Here's the 0-1. Another strike. Throw him another fastball, and we'll go to 0-2, and Harold is quickly down in the count, and give Bauman credit. He has worked ahead of the count consistently all night long. They play him straight away and deep in the outfield, as now backing up at third is Groshans. Bauman into his wind. Here's the 0-2. Down and away. Threw him a splitter. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That's L.J. McDonough warming up in their bullpen. 6'3" right-hander.
The look in. Here's the 1-2. Down and in. Threw him another splitter, so it goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Harold does have 2 home runs on the year, and like I said, he's had a good week. He's now 4 of 13 after going 0 for 2 today. Here's the look in. And the 2-2. Fastball, bounce foul past third, and Darren Brown. Brown. As it gets past him at third down the left field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, he's coaching third after manager Joe Krusel was ejected last inning, his first ejection as a Trash Panda. Off the line at first is McCabe, and we think we had something to do with the maintenance on the pitching mound. Next offering is down and in, another splitter. It will run full to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good at bat by Cole as he forces a payoff pitch. Bauman has walked 1 tonight. He'll rock back, and the 3-2. Swung and hit foul to the screen. Keep fighting, big fella, as it remains at 3-2. Challenged him with a sinker at 95, and Harold was able to fight it off. No wind as Bauman about to throw his 94th pitch. They want to set up away. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss. And he chased ball 4-2. That was a sinker down and in, and Cole couldn't lay off. So Bauman wins the battle. That'll be strikeout number 6 for him, his first one since the 4th inning. And he got 1 away. Here's Tucker Flint. Tucker 0 for 2, a strikeout swinging and a comebacker to the mound. They will play him to pull along the infield. By the way, we have an attendance to give you. First pitch. Swung on and fouled away. It's 0-1. 4,788. 4788. As it's 0-1 on Tucker. Again, in at third is Grosjean, shaded up the middle, the shortstop Waddell. 0-1 pitch. Missing down and in. Threw him a splitter again. Going to go to a ball and a strike. That has been a solid secondary pitch for Bauman all night long. That split finger, and frankly, that's just not a pitch you see very often. Tucker waits again. Here's the 1-1. Swung and drilled foul straight back behind us and out of play. 1-2 as Bauman again ahead in the count. He's been working ahead all night long. He's allowed only 3 base runners, the single to Rodriguez in the first, the walk to Paris in the third, and then the single by Nick Rodriguez in the 7th. 1-2. Fastball called strike 3, and Tucker knew it. Caught the lower part of the zone. Flint rung up. Strikeout number 7 for Bauman. Out number 2 in the 8th inning. Here's J.J. Durazio. J.J. 0 of 2, a strikeout swinging and a foul out to first. No one for Rocket City has made it past first base. right against right. Ballman kicks and delivers, and the pitch is swung. Pop foul onto the roof of Toyota Field, and it's 0-1. Just a quick check of the scoreboard. Montgomery playing Biloxi this evening. They're tied up at 1 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Birmingham has now taken a 5-4 lead on Knoxville. They're in the 7th from Tennessee. 0-1. Swung and grounded into left field for a base hit. That was a sinker. He went down and in, and that time DeRazio was looking for it, and he shot it through the left side. Hit number 3 for the Trash Pandas, and there you go. There's your go-ahead run with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. And out to the mound comes Nestor Perez. This may do it for Ballman. And if so, he has pitched a beauty. We'll wait to see if they make a move as there's 2 outs, a runner at first. For what it's worth, DeRazio, not a threat to steal. Will he let him face one more man? No, he will not. So Ballman is going to be pushed out of the game with a runner at first and 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning of a scoreless contest. We'll tell you about the new hurler for Columbus in just a moment. We'll be back after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
L.J. McDonough will come in and pitch for Columbus, and that'll wrap up just a tremendous night by Garrett Ballman, the starting pitcher for Columbus. 7 2/3 shutout innings, 3 hits, a walk. He struck out 7. However, there is a runner at first, and that runner at first is his responsibility. J.J. DeRazio just slapped a single through the left side in the most previous at-bat. 3rd hit of the game for Rocket City. That's the go-ahead run with 2 away as David Calabrese will come to the plate in a right-on-left matchup. For McDonough, 2-2, a 6.75 ERA. 17th appearance all in relief. 1 of 5 in saves, 20 innings, 22 hits, 21 runs, 15 of them earned. He has allowed 3 homers, which that's a lot in 20 innings. 2 hit by pitches and 14 walks, 34 strikeouts. And Calabrese takes a first pitch strike, a fastball. It's 0-1. Opponents are hitting .272 against him. Again, JJ not a threat to steal as he'll lead away at first, although he does have a stolen base in the series. That was on the back end of a double steal. Right on left, McDonough fires, and the fastball down and in. Going to even at a ball and a strike. First time we've seen McDonough this week. He is out of Norman, Oklahoma. Signed as a non-drafted free agent in 2023. Didn't go to Oklahoma. He went to Florida Gulf Coast. Calabrese, open stance, 2 flyouts for David. The pitch. And that was a slider that missed inside. Going to go to 2 balls and a strike. David, a flyout to right and a flyout to center. His flyout to center, if you remember, took Clohizzy all the way to the warning track. In at third is Grosjean. Shaded up the middle, Waddell at short. The left side is open. The 2-1. High and away with a fastball. 3-1. A walk puts the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Well, one thing you want to do is get into the bullpen. Finally, Rocket City did. Which took a while.
Here's the set from the letters. 3-1 pitch. Down and in, ball 4. That's his 15th walk in 20 innings. That's a lot. So that's something to keep in mind. Command is an issue as DeRazio will trot to second. Calabrese on at first. And so now you're a base hit away from possibly taking the lead. Here's Kyron Paris. That is walk number 1 by McDonough. Walk number 2 by Columbus pitchers. Kyron 0 for 2. A strikeout swinging, a walk, and a bounce out to short. This is right on right as playing behind the runner at first is McCabe. First pitch to Kyron. Swing and a miss. He chased one out of the zone off a guy who's struggling right now. It's 0-1.
Came up last night, Josh, remember in that 7th inning with the bases loaded. Got a sacrifice fly, but would love to see him gap one right here.
Check back of second. Next pitch. Outside that time with a slider, 1-1. You may wonder, DeRazio, why don't they pinch run for him if he isn't that fleet of foot? It's because you're really limited right now at your catching position. It's a rather thin spot right now for Rocket City. They just can't lift him in this situation. 1-1. Outside again, another slider. 2 balls and a strike. So with that said, a base hit to the outfield won't necessarily score him. But they do play deep out there, it should be noted. JJ away at second, leading at first, Calabrese. The 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he chased another one well out of the zone. Too aggressive that time is Kyron, and it's going to even at 2-2. Rowdy Rodriguez is waiting on deck. The right-handed hitter with an open stance. He's ready to go. McDonough. Here's the 2-2. Just missed outside, and it's 3-2. A 4-seam fastball, and it was off the plate. So a payoff pitch is due, and this is a break for Rocket City. The runners will be able to move. Away at second, DeRazio. Leading from first is Calabrese. Here's the set. And the 3-2. Missing low. Oh, they called strike 3.
Oh, wow.
Wow. And according to Pitch Tracks, it was low. Not by much, but it was off the plate.
Yep.
Bad break for Rocket City. We look at it again. Yeah, that's low. But that'll be called a strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for McDonough. Strikeout number 8 for Columbus pitching. In the 8th inning for Rocket City, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. End of 8, still scoreless. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner. Premier result. Visit afix.com.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
Tom Abraham here for my longtime friend Mike Owen of Owen Home Appliance. You know, Mike has over 25 years experience in the appliance industry, and since 2017, Owen Home Appliance has served customers in the Tennessee Valley with a focus on quality products, affordable prices, and excellent customer service. Owen Home Appliance prides themselves on community involvement as well, sponsoring local teams and events while making sure that you get the right appliance at the right price. Visit their highly interactive showroom in Lacey Springs, just 8 miles south of the river on 231.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Still no score. Trash Pandas and Columbus do up for the Clingstones. The 9-1-2 hitters, Tavares, Clohizzi, and Waddell. The first pitch is down and away. A slider by Iverson Polanco. It's 1-0. Iverson with a 1-2-3 8th inning, got 2 flyouts and a ground out. Tavares 0-2. Next pitch. Fastball inside. 2 balls and no strikes. Tavares has struck out swinging, and he's bounced the second. You can now close the book on Garrett Bauman. 7 2/3 scoreless innings, 3 hits, a walk, and 7 strikeouts. Next pitch is a fastball hit foul at home plate. 2-1 on the right-handed hitter.
So the start of his career.
Yes, easily. So Rocket City leaves 2 on base. Can they put up another goose egg and hopefully lead to a walk-off? We'll see as Polanco winds up the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball just outside. Threw him a curve. Crowd wanted that call, but it was off the plate. So 3-1 on Tavares, and you don't want to walk this guy. He can fly. 3-1. Inside, ball 4. A 5-pitch walk to Tavares. And that's not just a fast man you put on board, but a guy who's struggling. 0 of 10 for the series and a 184 average. That's walk number 1 by Iverson. First walk by Rocket City pitching. Here's Patrick Clohizzi. Let's see if they have him bunt. He's 0 for 2. A line out to third, a ground out to first, and a hit by pitch. He's also been picked off. They'll set up away. Right on left, he does square. And the first pitch, he pops it up, third base side. Going back is DeRazio. He can't get there, and he slides into the backstop. Fortunately, he's okay. He made a similar play like that on Sunday at Montgomery where he was able to make the play. The ballpark not big enough, though, for that as it hit off the netting behind home plate, and he's lucky he didn't break an ankle.
Yeah, there's a little small, about a foot or so concrete there, and like he may have twisted that ankle slightly, but it was great to see him get up.
Tavares away at first. Goebel holds him aboard. Squaring is Clohizzi. In at third is Cole. The pitch. He pulls back on the bunt. Called a strike, though. And that fastball caught the inside corner. So it's 0-2, and we'll see if they keep the bunt on. The left-handed hitter stands back in. They play straight away and deep in the outfield. The set. The 0-2. Breaking ball, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Broke out the deuce and went down and in, and Clohizzi mad at himself as he goes back to the dugout. Beautiful dip on that pitch.
Yeah, his job was to get that runner over, and this was just pure nastiness from Polanco. Look at the late break on that pitch. That was a curveball. It was a beauty.
So 1 out, first K for Polanco. First pitch now is swung and belted into center. Turning tail and going back and making the catch will be Rowdy Rodriguez for out number 2. That ball was scalded by Waddell. Back to first will go Tavares. A line out to center and 2 away. That one 100 off the bat. So 2 outs, runner still at first. Here's David McCabe, and you got to be careful here. 1 of 3 tonight, a single, 2 strikeouts, both swinging. He is 7 of 16 for the series. Right against left as they'll set up away. First pitch on the way. Fastball inside. It's 1-0 on the left-handed hitter. The wind not a factor. You got a very fast man at first base. Well off the line at third is Cole. Holding the runner at first is Goebel. From the belt, Polanco, the next offering. Did he go on the check swing? They don't appeal. Now they're trying to appeal, and they did not go around, says third base umpire Michael Cross from the middle of the diamond. That was another curveball, so now he's ahead 2-0. Groshans waits on deck, so it doesn't get any easier if you walk him. The look in. Polanco 2-0. Swung, bounced right at first. On the knee to field it is Goebel. He'll turn, step on the bag, and just like that, the inning is over. That one was hit hard as well, but Goebel up to the task, 3 unassisted, and down go the Clingstones in the 9th inning as the leadoff walk goes to waste. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. How about we win this one? Bottom of the 9th coming up. It's scoreless.
Haven't had a walk-off this year.
Be a good time for one. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Minutes still matter in an emergency. Chest pain, severe abdominal pain, high fever, and other emergencies often need fast medical care. Crestwood Medical Center is here to take care of you and your family. Learn more at crestwoodmedcenter.com.
In baseball, it's all about the next play, the next win. There's no time for distractions or mistakes, and definitely no time for injuries. Top athletes from around North Alabama don't need to be worried about being sidelined. They have the award-winning team from SportsMed on their side with 4 convenient locations. You don't need to be an elite athlete to take advantage of SportsMed top orthopedic surgeons, physical therapy, and imaging services. SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care. SportsMed, it's where the pros go. Official team physicians of the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Call SportsMed today at 256-881-5151 or on the web at sportsmedalabama.com.
SportsMed, keeping you off the bench and in the game. They're the only name you need to know for complete orthopedic care.
No one out-innovates Northrop Grumman, from creating the most powerful microchips on Earth to delivering over 1.3 million solid rocket motors at the pace of demand. Our growing workforce of 100,000 strong, spanning across all 50 states, demonstrates our commitment to the communities we serve. By investing nearly $13.5 billion into infrastructure and R&D, we're delivering defense solutions that redefine excellence. We won't just tell you we're developing the future of technology, we'll show you. Visit ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the ninth inning. All it takes is one, as Rocket City will send to the plate their 2, 3, and 4 hitters. Rodriguez and Rodriguez, that's Rowdy and Nick, followed by Ben Goebel. So Rowdy to lead it off. He's 1 of 3. He's got 1 of the 3 hits tonight for Rocket City. A single in the first, a fly out to right in the third, and a pop-up to the pitcher on a bunt in the 6th inning. So right on right as L.J. McDonough remains out there. First pitch, swing and a miss. He chased a slider down and away. It's 0-1. Great ball game tonight. Pitcher's duel between Bauman and Hurtado. Neither will figure in the decision, though. It's going to come down to the bullpens. Rowdy will stand back in as McDonough kicks and delivers. And the pitch just missed high. That was a slider. Going to even out a ball and a strike. McDonough, a 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, and changeup. Picked up a save in April, first save of the season for Columbus. Next offering. Fastball misses just off the plate. Fastball at 96. 2-1. Last year, he split time between Rome and Columbus, went 3-4 with a 4.60 ERA, 3 of 7 in saves out of the pen. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Fastball missing high, 3-1. A walk would be a nice way to start things. He appeared in 39 games last season, which was 6th in the Braves organization, among relievers, that is. The right-handed bat ready to go in Rodriguez. Here's the 3-1. Missing high, ball 4. He threw him a slider. So a leadoff walk. There's your winning run. Rowdy will trot to first. And for McDonough, that's his second walk of the game, walk number 3 by Columbus pitchers. And now decision time as Mike Steed, the pitching coach for Columbus, is going to jog out there. He'll be joined by catcher Brookman and the entire infield, along with L.J. McDonough, to go over the game plan. And what do you do now if you're Darren Brown? You got Nick Rodriguez at the plate. He's one of your better hitters. Do you have him lay down a bunt? He's 1 of 3 today, a single. That came his last time up. He's also flied to left and flied to center. If he does lay one down and move Rodriguez to second, you got Goebel and Dunham hitting behind him. Goebel a righty against the righty McDonough, and then Dunham a left-handed hitter facing McDonough. Looking in that Columbus pen, I do see someone throwing. I can't make out a number, though. We resume action right on left as Rodriguez squares. And the pitch, he lays it down to third. Up. They look to second. Instead, they go to first in time. Nicely done by Nick Rodriguez. So they went with the bunt. Charging in was Groshans. He fielded it. Thought about going to second for a minute. Then thought better of it. Went to first. Over to cover was Tavares. That'll be a sacrifice. That will go 5-4. And all it takes is a hit. Here's Ben Goebel, 0 of 3. A bounce out to short, a strikeout swinging, a fly out to left. He's 0 of 9 for the series. And they're going to put him on base. That does set up a double play. However, now you got to go right on left with Dunham coming to the plate. That'll be the third walk by McDonough, first one intentionally. So first and second, you got one out. Here's Dunham. Elijah 0 of 3. 2 groundouts to first and a 4-6-3 double play. Right on left matchup, they play him to pull along the infield. Here's the set. First pitch, McDonough. Swung and fouled straight back. Kind of a corkscrew swing that time by Dunham. That pitch was well inside. It would have been ball 1 on the cutter, but he still went ahead with the swing and somehow got a piece of it. He's actually lucky it didn't hit him. 0-1 on the left-handed hitter. If he rolls it to where shortstop usually plays, that may end the game. They're playing straight away and deep in the outfield, and Rodriguez has speed to burn at second. The look in. The check of second. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swung on, lobbed out into left field. In his tracks is Brownsway. He now moves to his right, puts it away for out number 2. Back to second goes Rodriguez. Returning to first is Goebel. So Dunham, he tried to go to that opposite field, and he did, but he got too much air under it as he flies to left. He's 0 for 4, and now it's going to be up to Harold Cole. 0 of 3, 2 strikeouts, both of them swinging, and he's also grounded to second. They're going to play him straight away on the infield, straight away in the outfield, right against right. Here's the set. A look of second, and the first pitch. There's a strike. Threw him a slider. It's 0-1. Cole, he went 0 for 3. All of that was against Baumann, however. For what it's worth, he's hitting 178 against right-handers. Back to the letters. Here's the next pitch. That one missed high. That was a slider high and away. Going to even at a ball and a strike. If he somehow reaches and the winning run doesn't score, you got Tucker Flint waiting on deck. Rocket City looking for their first walk-off of the year. From the letters, McDonough with the 1-1 pitch. Swan slap foul past first, and it sounded like Cole broke his bat. He did. So he'll walk over, get himself a new war club. As he does that, fans at AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. Find out more at afix.com. Cole digs himself a new piece of lumber, and he'll head back to the batter's box with the count at 1-2. Scoreless ball game. Only 5 hits tonight between the two teams, 3 of them for Rocket City. Can they scratch across one more and win this game? Rodriguez away at second, leading from first is Goebel. McDonough now ready from the letters. Cole waits. The 1-2. High and in. Did he go around? Yeah, he did, and the inning is over. He chased one well out of the zone. A high fastball, high and tight. Cole couldn't stop his swing. That'll be strikeout number 2 for McDonough. And Rocket City helps him out on that strikeout as the Trash Pandas leave the winning run in scoring position. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left. We'll move to extras, still scoreless. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At AFIX, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. AFIX takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust AFIX as their partner. Call AFIX today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Top of the 10th inning, starting at second base will be David McCabe. Iverson Polanco facing Jordan Groshans, and the first pitch is a curveball ripped into deep left. Going back on it, Flint at the track, got turned around, and it's off the wall. It'll scamper away. That's going to score a run into second with an RBI double is Jordan Groshans as the throw comes to the plate. Getting turned around was Tucker Flint. It hit off the wall, and for Groshans, he will drive in his 30th run of the year, and just like that, Columbus takes a 1-0 lead. That one was a rocket, 101 off the bat, and it was hit right at Tucker. Just a hard ball to pick up on. He got turned around while going back to the warning track, and it hit off the wall for an RBI double. So you say this several times. Whenever we get to extra innings now with the international rules, the runner at second base, you don't really mind the ghost runner scoring because you're going to get one in the bottom half, but you can't let any more get across. Right on right is standing in is Brookman. First pitch to him is a fastball inside 1-0, so that's going to be an unearned run. That's also going to be RBI number 30 for Groshans. It's now a 1-0 Columbus lead, and you got to stop the bleeding right here. Pitching in at third is Cole. Off the back, in at first is Goebel. Look of second, the pitch. Fastball high and tight. 2 balls and no strikes. Polanco in his third inning of work. Again, he's started a couple of games, and he's one of your swingmen. He can go more than 2 innings, but he's in his third frame right here, and he's down the count 2-0. Brookman will wait. A look back of second, the pitch. Swung, grounded towards short, ranging up the middle. Parrish slides, stops, throws to first. In time, good play for out number 1. Moving second to third, though, is Groshans. That ball was hit behind him. That was a good play by Kyron. Moving to his left, skidded along his knees, popped up, made a good throw to first to get Brookman 6-3. So 1 away. Moving to third is Groshans. The infield's going to have to come in. And here's Logan Brownsway. He's 0 for 3, a fly out to right, a fly out to left, and he's reached on an air. Right on left. First pitch, Polanco. High and tight with the fastball. It's 1-0. For what it's worth, Brownsway has struck out 4 times in this series, and that's what Polanco is going to be gunning for. 1-0 as Columbus has just taken the lead. The set again, next offering. Fastball fouled straight back to the screen. Going to even out 1-1 on the left-handed hitter. By the way, that double by Groshans, also the third hit of the game for Columbus. They play him straight away and deep in the outfield. Off the line at third is Cole. The set again by Polanco with a 1-1. Fastball missing high and away. 2 balls and a strike. If you walk him, you have Kevin Kilpatrick Jr. waiting on deck. He can run. So don't expect a double play from him. Polanco from the letters. The kick and delivery. And that missed just inside. It was close, but it was off the plate. A slider, and it goes to 3-1. Rocket City trying to keep pace with Chattanooga. They were beating Pensacola moments ago. Fastball swung and fouled straight back again. It will run full now to 3 balls and 2 strikes. In fact, that game may be over. It is. Chattanooga did win 4-0. So a loss here, and you fall 2.5 games back, and we got about 2.5 weeks left in the first half. Meanwhile, they're tied up at 5 in Knoxville, the Smokies and Barons. Here's the set. Payoff pitch. Curve, a little flare into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going to score a run at first. Brownsway, he's going to second. Throw there is going to be in plenty of time. Brownsway is out. He dunked, though, a single into left field, and that all-important second run comes in to score. Groshans trots in from third, and, boy, that's just bad luck here. That was a good pitch by Polanco. It was a curveball middle of the zone, and he just reached out and flicked it with the wrist. It was only 60 miles an hour off the bat. In fact, if Cole is playing back, maybe he goes back there and makes the play. As it is, Brownsway with the RBI single. It's now 2-0, and here's Kevin Kilpatrick Jr., who swings and misses at a fastball. It's 0-1, and for Brownsway, that'll be his third RBI as a Clingstone. And he's out on the play 7-4, trying to stretch it to a double. 0-1 to Kilpatrick. Breaking ball rolled at third. Routine play for Cole. Throw across in plenty of time in the inning is over. But 2 runs, 1 earned on 2 hits. No errors in the inning. No one left on base. The bats need to wake up. We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Rocket City trailing at 2-0. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
With WOW Internet, there's no surprises. Everything's included. Fiber-powered internet starting at $25 per month. One price. No contracts. No data caps. No hidden fees. Just reliable internet that's there for you. All the time. Every time. 99.9% network reliability. Get WOW Internet today at wowway.com. Restrictions and terms apply. New customers only. Subject to change. Taxes and other charges extra.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike three, you're out.
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Bottom of the 10th inning, Rocket City trailing it 2-0 as Blaine Abeta will come on and try to close it out for the Clingstones. Harold Cole will start the inning at second base, and due up will be the bottom third of the order. Flint, DeRazio, and Calabrese all against the right-hander, Abeta. So L.J. McDonough, inning in the third, scoreless, no hits. He walked 3, struck out 2. He lived dangerously, but he was able to work out of a couple of jams. Meanwhile, if the game ends here, Iverson Polanco, 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both of them one of them earned. He walked 1 and struck out another. So you need 2 to tie and 3 to win. And so Abeta takes over right on left against Flint. Here's the set, first pitch, and Tucker whiffs at it. That was a slider, and he was fooled on the pitch. And it goes to 0-1. Abeta, 1-1, a 5.75 ERA, 18th appearance, all in relief. 2 of 5 in saves, 20 in the third innings, 18 hits, 14 runs, 13 earned. He's given up 5 homers while walking 13 and striking out 23. And now time called as Flint steps out. Opponents are hitting .228 against him. Flint, for what it's worth, hitting .343 against, well, actually, I beg your pardon. He's hitting .204 against right-handers. Lead at second by Cole. Next offering. Swung on and belted into right field. Drifting toward the corner is Kilpatrick. Near the line. He's under it. He's got it. Tagging at second is Cole. He will easily make it to third. And Kilpatrick took his time throwing the ball back in. He finally does, but Cole will advance 90 feet. Flint flies out to right. He actually just missed that one. But there's one away. They're not worried about the runner on base as J.J. DeRazio will stand in. J.J. 1 of 3, a single, a foul out to first, and a strikeout swinging. Abeta, I remember this guy from last year a little bit. He's out of Martinez, California. Rule 5 draft choice from the Yankees as the pitch misses inside. 1-0. Went to Nevada, former member of the Wolfpack. So right on right as DeRazio, 1 of 3, a single, and a foul out to first, a strikeout. Leading at third is Cole. Here's the set. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, that was a hanging slider, but he couldn't take advantage of it. 1-1 on the right-handed hitter. They play back along the infield as Calabrese waits on deck. 1-1. A swing and a miss again. 4-seam fastball high and tight, and now DeRazio down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Rocket City had their chances. They left 2 men on base in the 8th and 2 more in the 9th. All they needed was 1 to win the game. But they're also a swing away from tying this game up. The right-handed hitter ready to go. Off the line at first is McCabe as Abeta. 1-2. Down and away as he missed with a sweeper. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Abeta, 3-pitch pitcher, fastball, slider, and that sweeper you just saw. Last year he was with Columbus, went 3-1 with a 2.29 ERA. So he knows how to pitch at this level. The right-hander comes set again. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another sweeper down and away. DeRazio goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 1 for Abeta. Strikeout number 10 for Columbus pitching. And the last chance for Rocket City will be David Calabrese. He is 0 of 2. A fly out to right, another fly out to center. and a walk. So this will be a right-on-left matchup. David only 183 against right-handers. Cole away at third, but they're not worried about him. Abeda. First pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. That was a fastball that caught the very top of the zone. A lot of room on the left side for David, but what you really want is a home run. The left-handed bat is ready to go. Here's the set again, 0-1. Swung on, rolled foul, past first. It's 0-2, and Rocket City down to its final bullet. For what it's worth, right-handers only hitting .206 against this guy. So Rocket City a strike away from moving back to the 500 mark, and this one would sting a little bit just because you had your opportunities and you had a great performance by your ace. Back and off the line at third is Groshans. Abeda will try to wrap it up right here. Here's the set. The 0-2. High and away. He missed by a mile on that fastball. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Calabrese. Kyron Paris waits on deck. If he bats, he would be the winning run. The set again. The 1-2. Here it is. Swung and popped foul off to the left. Good battle here by Calabrese as he tries to hang in there. Again, Chattanooga won tonight and Birmingham in a tie with Knoxville. The left-handed hitter ready to go. Walking lead at third by Cole. Abeda sets again, the 1-2. Swung on, a little flare down the left field line. That's going to get down for a hit and do a side spin into the left field corner. On his way to second, Calabrese. He'll make it with a feet first slide, and that'll be a flare double down the left field line. As coming in from third will be Harold Cole. That was off the sweeper. Boy, I have never seen a ball with that type of side spin. Just a little flare, it hit fair, and then it side spun all the way to that sidewall down the left field line. So David drives in his 10th run of the season. That's an unearned run. That'll make it a 2-1 ball game. But now the tying run in scoring position as Mike Steve quickly out there for a talk with Blaine Abeda. While they discuss things, let's give our stations a chance to identify themselves. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM, Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio, WZZN.
So it's going to be up to Kyron Paris now. Tying run at second, winning run at the plate. KP 0-3, 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, a ground out to short, and a walk. Right against right. Great speed at second. First pitch on the way. And a breaking ball called a strike, and boy, that one was close too. It may have nicked the inside corner by a fingernail. It will go to 0-1. Rocket City trying to pull one out of the fire here. The look in. Abeda with the 0-1 pitch. Down and away. Missed with a sweeper. Going to even at a ball and a strike. You got Rowdy Rodriguez waiting on deck, and frankly, that's a part of the order you want up in this situation. A long one wins it, but a single would do just fine. Abeda, he'll kick the 1-1. Oh, he took a strike. That was another sweeper, but boy, he hung it up there, and KP couldn't pull the trigger. So it's 1-2, and Rocket City again down to its final bullet. 2-1 your score, bottom of the 10th, 1-2, tying run at second. Paris stands back in. Here's the set and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Did he hang on? Yes, he did. It was a foul tip that was then juggled by the catcher, Brookman. He hung on. That is strike 3, and that's going to be a winner for Columbus as Paris strikes out for the 3rd time tonight. That is strikeout number 2 for Abeda and also strikeout number 11 for Columbus pitchers. And this one stings a little bit as Rocket City going to lose in 10 innings by the final of 2-1. In the 10th inning, Rocket City does get an unearned run. They do it on 1 hit, no errors in the inning, and the tying run left stranded at second base. And for Blaine Abeda, he does get the save. He goes an inning, allows a hit, a run. It was unearned. He walked no one, and he struck out 2. and that'll be a winner for Columbus. They go 2 runs on 4 hits. The Clingstones commit no errors, and they left 3 men on base. As for Rocket City tonight, 1 run. The Trash Pandas with 4 hits. They commit 1 error, and Rocket City leaves 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 men on base, including 4 combined in innings 8 and 9. Your winning pitcher tonight will be L.J. McDonough. He pitches in relief as he moves to 3-2, inning and a third scoreless, no hits, 3 walks, and 2 strikeouts. The loss to Iverson Polanco. He drops to 2-3, 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 walk, and 1 K. And for Abeda, that'll be his third save of the season. And the time of game here tonight was 2 hours and 25 minutes. Your attendance, a good one, 4,788, as Rocket City again loses in 10 innings. 2-1. That'll do it for us on Way More Television. You folks have a great night. Be back here tomorrow, 6:30 airtime, 6:35 first pitch for Game 5 of this 6-game series between Rocket City and Columbus. And for those of you listening on Talk Radio WZZN and ESPN 97.7 The Zone, the Northrop Grumman postgame show is coming up right after this. Again, Columbus a winner over Rocket City tonight by the final of 2-1 in 10 innings. For Chris Harris and for John Abraham, and for everyone with the Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next-generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself. Your commercial property is more than a building. It's your brand. When customers and employees pull up, what does your landscape say about you? At Afix, we're the Tennessee Valley's premier commercial grounds experts. From routine maintenance to full landscape design build, irrigation, hardscapes, and sodding, we handle it all. But we don't just mow and go. Afix takes the time to understand your goals, your budget, and your brand, then builds a customized plan that maximizes your property's potential. People and culture matter to us. That's why businesses across the Southeast trust Afix as their partner. Call Afix today at 866-563-LAWN. One call, one partner, premier result. Visit afix.com.
The Trash Pandas would like to thank their partner, Frame World Art Gallery. Family owned and operated and located in Huntsville now for over 36 years. Frame World is the place for all of your framing needs. Whether it's award framing, custom framing, sports art from Daniel Moore, Doug Hess, and more, or special keepsakes and collectible objects. Frame World can take care of it all. And if you mention this ad, you can save 25% off of any order. Check out Frame World Art Gallery at 2508 Memorial Parkway Southwest, or give them a call at 256-539-8859.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Another one is in the books. Now, let's head to postgame. Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN is brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration.
Welcome into the Northrop Grumman postgame show, everyone. Josh Carey with you, and back at Mission Command running the boards is John Abraham, and unfortunately the news not so good. Rocket City drops its 3rd game this week to Columbus. Final score is 2-1 in 10 innings, and this was one that Rocket City you feel like should have had. Yeah, they only had 4 hits for the ball game, but they got a scintillating pitching performance by Joel Hurtado, and more importantly, they left 2 men on base in both the 8th and the 9th innings. When the game was scoreless, all they needed was to push one across to win this one, and the Bats just couldn't get it done tonight. And, boy, you just feel like the offense is pressing a little bit right now with Wade Meckler and Matthew Lugo, as well as Gus Campero no longer in the lineup. That's a big piece of this offense, and that's putting a lot of pressure on guys who've so far struggled this season offensively. And right now the offense is trying to find its way as they again come up short tonight by the final of 2-1. Let's go ahead and take you through what happened in tonight's ball game, and it was again another great pitcher's duel. Joel Hurtado going for Rocket City against Garrett Ballman of Columbus, and Hurtado, I mean, what else can you say? It was arguably his best outing of the season, he allowed only 4 base runners for the game. He went 7 shutout innings, 2 hits, no walks. He struck out 4. Of course, he did not figure in the decision. In the 4th inning, with 2 outs and no one on base, he gave up back-to-back singles to David McCabe and Jordan Groshans, but then got a comebacker to the mound by Archer Brookman to get out of that jam. The only other base runners he allowed was a 2-out hit by pitch, or a 1-out hit by pitch to Patrick Clohizzi. In the 6th inning, Clohizzi was promptly picked off of first base after that. And there was also Logan Braunschweig. He would reach on an error in the 5th inning, but he was raced on a double play. Point is, Hurtado faced only 2 over the minimum. So you feel pretty good if you're a Rocket City fan with those type of numbers that the Trash Pandas would get a win, right? Well, unfortunately, Garrett Ballman matched Hurtado and maybe even slightly surpassed him this evening in terms of results. 7 2/3 shutout innings for the 21-year-old for the Braves. 7 2/3 shutout innings, 3 hits, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. He allowed, 4 base runners himself. A 1-out single by Rowdy Rodriguez in the 1st that went nowhere. A 2-out walk to Kyron Paris in the 3rd that went nowhere. The Trash Pandas got a leadoff single by Nick Rodriguez in the 7th inning. That was erased on a double play. And then finally in the 8th, with 2 outs and no one on base, he gave up a single to J.J. DeRazio, but DeRazio was left stranded after David Calabrese walked. It was Kyron Paris who would strike out looking against L.J. McDonough, and the game remained scoreless through the first 8 innings. Rocket City had another chance to win it in the 9th inning as Rowdy Rodriguez led things off with a walk. He was moved to second on a sacrifice bunt by Nick Rodriguez after Ben Goebel was intentionally walked to put runners at first and second. Elijah Dunham flied out to left, and Harold Cole struck out swinging to in the 9th inning, and it remained a scoreless game. So we motored to the 10th inning, and that's when the Clingstones finally struck with the ghost runner at second base and David McCabe. Jordan Groshans took the first pitch he saw by Iverson Polanco and roped a double off the left field wall over the head of Tucker Flint. And in fairness to Tucker, he hasn't played a whole lot of left field this season. He has in his career, but not this year. The ball was hit right at him. It was a frozen rope. He got turned around as he went back to the wall. Had he picked it up a little sooner, I think he would have made the play, but it went over his head and off the wall. Scoring from second was McCabe to make it a 1-0 ball game. Groshans with his 30th RBI of the season. Later in the frame, Archer Brookman grounded to short to move Groshans to third, and then with 2 outs and with 1 out and a runner at third base, Logan Braunschweig blooped a single down the left field line, sending in Groshans. That made it a 2-0 ball game. And like I've always said, when we get to extra innings with the ghost runner, it's not the first run that bothers you, it's the second run. And getting that second run proved to be the difference for Columbus here this evening. In the bottom of the 10th inning, Harold Cole started the inning at second for Rocket City. Tucker Flint flew out to right, which moved Cole to third. J.J. DeRazio struck out swinging. This was against Blaine Abeda. And then with 2 out, David Calabrese blooped a double down the left field line that scored Cole, and Calabrese was at second base as the tying run with 2 away. But Kyron Paris, his struggles continued as he struck out swinging. Third time he's K'd tonight, and that would bring an end to the game as Abeda picked up the save, and Rocket City again comes up short this evening by the final score of 2-1 in 10 innings. They are now 2.5 back of Columbus for first place in the North Division standings, and depending on the result tonight between Knoxville and Birmingham, the Trash Pandas may drop to third place. Right now we're rooting for the Barons to come out with a win tonight. So here are your totals for Columbus. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3. Rocket City, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 7. L.J. McDonough will get the win in relief for Columbus. He moves to 3-2, inning and a third scoreless, no hits. He walked 3 and struck out 2. Frankly, I didn't think he pitched that well. Rocket City had their chances against him, but again, couldn't come through with the base hit. So he's 3-2 on the year. Iverson Polanco, the loss. He drops to 2-3. Iverson looked great in the 8th and 9th innings, but then with that ghost runner at second base, you could tell he struggled a little bit in the 10th inning. He winds up going 3 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 of which was earned. He walked 1 and struck out another. And the save to Blaine Abeda, his 3rd of the season. Abeda, 1 inning, 1 hit, a run. It was unearned. He walked none, and he struck out 2 for the game. Time of game was 2 hours and 25 minutes, and the attendance 4,788, as again Rocket City comes up short tonight in 10 innings to Columbus by the final score of 2-1. We'll take one more break on the Northrop Grumman postgame show, come back and wrap it up right after this. This is Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
You've got to experience Toyotathon at Bill Penny Toyota. They've got the selection with over 700 new Toyotas to choose from. And they've got the extras with Bill Penny perks and a 10-year unlimited warranty. So get on over to Bill Penny Toyota today and experience Toyotathon. Bill Penny Toyota in Huntsville and online at BillPennyToyota.com. Bill Penny's Toyota 10-year unlimited warranty is valid through the 10th year of ownership. Valid on new vehicles only. See dealer for details.
At Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, we love baseball almost as much as we love serving up the best and baddest burgers around. People have called our burgers totally insane. And at Bad Daddy's, we take that as a compliment. But it's not just burgers. Up first, starters like our fried pickles, wings, or poblano frites. Second, try one of Bad Daddy's giant chopped salads. Third, our famous chef-inspired burgers with lots of different taste options. And before you head home, finish up with one of our shakes or delicious banana pudding. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar on the Parkway in Huntsville and Clift Farm in Madison.
We can tell you how we're pushing the boundaries of innovation, how we're building Sentinel, America's next generation ICBM system, sustaining deterrence for decades to come. We can tell you how we're delivering the world's first 6th-gen plane, or even how we're making record-breaking microchips smaller than a grain of sand. But why do that when we can show you? Visit Northrop Grumman at ngc.com to see for yourself.
This is Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN.
Josh Carey back here to wrap it up on the Northrop Grumman postgame show as Rocket City falls short tonight to Columbus by the final of 2-1 in 10 innings. And the mission at Northrop Grumman is to be at the forefront of technology and innovation, delivering superior capability in tandem with maximized cost efficiencies. The security solutions they provide help secure freedoms for our nation as well as those of our allies. That's going to do it for us tonight. We'll be back at it tomorrow. 6:20 will be the airtime. 6:35 will be the first pitch. And I think we'll be on both stations. I know ESPN 97.7 The Zone has Alabama baseball. They play St. John's in game 1 of that Super Regional down in Tuscaloosa. Actually, that game's at night, so we'll be only on Talk Radio WZZN tomorrow. But again, it'll be a 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch. Trash Pandas and Clingstones in game 5 of 6. Right-hander Ryan Johnson will go to the bump for Rocket City. 0-1, a 2.16 ERA. He'll be opposed by fellow righty Lucas Braun. Braun struggled, 0-3, a 7.04 ERA. Looks to be a pretty good matchup for Rocket City, but it's only on paper. You got to get the job done on the field, as, again, Rocket City will try to get back into this series. They can only earn a split. That's the best they can do this week, and hopefully they can do that and at least try to turn things around in the standings as they get closer and closer to that huge series next week at Chattanooga. But again, it'll be a 6:20 airtime, 6:35 first pitch. Trash Pandas and Clingstones from Toyota Field. Love to have you tomorrow. We're going to have more fireworks, but if you can't join us, join us here. Join us on Talk Radio WZZN for all of the action. Special thank you back at Mission Command for all the hard work tonight from John Abraham. And, of course, thank you to all of you for listening to Rocket City Trash Pandas Baseball. Again, your final score this evening, it's the Clingstones over the Trash Pandas in 10 innings by the final score of 2-1. For John Abraham and for Chris Harris and for everyone with the Rocket City Trash Pandas, this is Josh Carey saying so long, everybody. This has been Trash Panda Baseball on the Trash Pandas Broadcast Network and Valley Sports Live.
Thank you for listening to Trash Panda Baseball on Talk Radio WZZN. Trash Panda Baseball has been brought to you by Frame World, Wow, Crestwood Medical Center, Northrop Grumman, Bad Daddy's Burger Bar, and by Fleming Roofing and Restoration. HD 97.7.2, WZZN FM Union Grove, Huntsville, Alabama. Talk Radio WZZN.